We're at the exclusive restaurant Chez Larray, where we've secretly substituted Leisure Suit Larry 5 for the fine coffee these customers usually drink. Can they resist the rich aroma of adventure as passionate Patti does a little undercover work for the FBI? Just wait till they taste the excitement of Larry's search for the world's sexiest woman. Trouble is brewing, and Larry and Patti have to take on the underworld, the music industry, and the citizens against nearly everything. Leisure Suit Larry 5, passionate Patti does a little undercover work, is the richest kind of computer fun. And now you can enjoy it two ways, playing as Larry and playing as Patti. Perk up your computer with Leisure Suit Larry 5, now in two great flavors for twice the silliness, twice the sexiness, and twice the fun. Fill up your drive with Larry 5, the deliciously devilish new adventure from Sierra. Larry 5, good to the last bite.
Hello everyone. Happy Sierra Saturday. Boy oh boy, those were some dumb promos that Sierra made back then, aren't they? That commercial that you saw just now was part of Sierra's 1991 video catalog, and that was the little interstitials of the guy watching the ads on TV very, very joyously. That's Sierra designer Josh Mandel. And that's the I believe the first of many games you're going to see silly ads for in 1991. There's some good ones there. I should have shown you the Laffer Utilities one too, but I didn't want to make that too long. Thanks for the follow, Anomalous Zero. And Joshua, am I going to do my cartoon mobster voice that my wife April loves? I think I tweeted the other day that I always will be watching Hot Bench, and I'll be I'll start doing voiceovers, making the judges into mobsters, and being I'll give you a verdict. I'll throw you in the river with some cement shoes, huh? It'll think twice. So yeah, there's some mobsters in this game. I'll do some funny mobster voices, sure. So yeah, this is Leisure Suit Larry 5. Passionate Patti does a little undercover work. And I'm going to show you. There it is. There's Leisure Suit Larry 5. It's the first one in one of their big boxes. And I'm also going to show you a little. Well, we'll get to it. But I'm going to show you a little bit of the Laffer Utilities as well, because it came out around the same time. So this game was Leisure Suit Larry 5 was released in 1991. It came out for Amiga, Macintosh, and MS-DOS, of course. That's the version we're focusing on today, as always. It had, again, separate 16-color EGA and 256-color VGA versions. And I'm going to show you some comparisons of those in just a little bit here. Of course, this was designed by Lowe, as were all the Leisure Suit Larry games. And this game shared a lot of its development staff with the Leisure Suit Larry 1 remake, which had come out about 2 months earlier. That came out in July 1991, and this came out in September. And you can go back if you want to watch where I covered the Leisure Suit Larry 1 VGA remake in my Larry 1 episode. They're quite similar visually, which you'll see. And this game is aggressively mediocre, I would say, for many reasons you're going to see. And its most enduring legacy is the fact that it birthed this Leisure Suit Larry 4 in joke. That at the time people wondered, whoa, Larry 5, what about Larry 4? Because they never made a Leisure Suit Larry 4. And I even remember when I, being 11 years old, going into Babbage's and being I distinctly remember seeing Police Quest 3 and Leisure Suit Larry 5 on the shelf and being oh, they made new ones. And then I was Larry 5, where's the did they come out with a fourth one? What am I missing here? So that sort of stupid marketing totally worked on me. And the story with Leisure Suit Larry 4, Leisure Suit Larry 4, the missing floppies, as they called it. Thanks for the follow, Celtic Mike 62. The story with Larry 4 is that Al Lowe had always assumed these games, the Larry games, would be a trilogy. And as you saw, hopefully saw in the Leisure Suit Larry 3 episode, he wrapped it up with a nice little bow at the end of Larry 3. He gave Leisure Suit Larry and Passionate Patti their happily ever after ending. And then when they're like, yo, you got to make another Larry game, he was at a loss. He did not know how to undo that perfect ending. Yeah, he didn't know narratively how he was going to get to the next game. And the way that he tells it, one day a fellow Sierra employee passed him in the hallway, and they were like, hey, what are you working on these days, Al? Larry 4? And his sarcastic Al Lowe response was, no, Larry 5. Of course I'm working on Larry 4. And then a light bulb went off in his head. And he was like, wait a minute. That's it. That's how I get out of it. We just skip Larry 4. We skip Larry 4 and it becomes a plot point. We give him amnesia, and he's like, and the character in universe wonders like, wait, what happened to Leisure Suit Larry 4? And then you can just start off wherever you want. And that is why he did this. So as you'll see, you're just sort of like, what's going on here? Why are we here? What are we doing? How did we get here? And they just never bothered to explain really, like in universe, like what that was, or what the Larry 4 years were, in universe. So it was kind of a funny little gimmick. It doubled as a bit of like I don't know, viral marketing, I guess. I don't know if that's what you would call it, but it was definitely a genius move, and it's a good story. And there's more to Leisure Suit Larry 4 than that. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to talk about whenever we do our Sierra Network episode. Me and my buddy Ryan Higgins, we're going to do a co-op Sierra Network episode at some point. And there was a point when that was getting off the ground, where Al Lowe was trying to design a multiplayer adventure game, a multiplayer online adventure game, and that would have been like Larry 4, but that never came to be. So that was between Larry 3 and 5. So that we'll get to that later. But now would actually be a good time to show you the Laffer utilities, which, let's see, what do we have here? That's the Laffer utilities. And that is a game, well, quote-unquote game. It also came out in 1991 for DOS and Windows. Also designed by Al Lowe, with some writing by Josh Mandel, who you'll be hearing more about in the future. And that is a suite of quote-unquote office non-productivity tools. I should actually just show you. I'll boot it up and show you a little bit of it. So, let's see. Where's my here we go. This isn't Larry 5. This is the Laffer utilities. Okay. Oh. No, that's not the one I want. I want that one. So this is the Laffer utilities, and it is in name a parody of the Norton utilities, which is a suite of DOS and Windows like file system management and optimization tools. And it's the tagline on the box is, for everything you do at the office that has nothing to do with work. And this, there's all these like different like little programs you can start. You can, it's a suite of like 15, 16 programs. So there's like, jokes. Hey, did you hear about the guy who lost the use of his entire left side? He's all right now. Ha, ha, ha. So there's like this joke database, right? Or you can, this one, you can go, where do you want to go for lunch? So you add restaurants, you add your local restaurants and things into this and go, let's eat. And it'll tell you, where it'll just choose a place to go eat, right? Actually, this would come in handy for for lunch for me and my wife, since we're the kinds of people who are like, where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? And it had like this phone database, so you could actually have like a contact list. This is back before we had cell phones, obviously. So you just add people in, and you could look them up. So that actually is semi-useful. There's like this excuses. Oh, look. When you need an excuse for something. Oh, look at that. These are really good office excuses. Oh. And you could make like office betting pool stuff. Like you could do like a little bracket for like betting pools. And it's just all this different stuff. Like you could make signs and print them out and be like, oh, ha ha, sexual harassment welcomed here. Hey, the 90s, it was all okay, right? Oh, look, ha ha ha. Great, yeah, that really aged well. Oh, look, caution, brain damaged person at work. What a hilarious thing. You can put borders on it and have it, print however you want. And I don't have a dot matrix printer anymore, so I don't think this is quite going to work. But, so there are all these different stupid little utilities. There's like horoscopes. And I believe Josh Mandel wrote most of this, so you could be like, oh, I'm a Taurus. What's my horoscope today? You will build a successful practice in dermatology starting from scratch. Oh, advice, remember the square root of 69 is 8 something. Ha ha ha, that's a real good one. Did this sell well? My guess is probably no, because this is a Sierra product that a lot of people forget about, and it's just never really talked about or mentioned or anything. But I remember I bought it. I remember probably bought it like Software Etc. or something. I was probably the only person who bought it. But yeah, it's so on the box. It's titled the Laffer Utilities version 4.01, which is so that's one of those things where people go, is that supposed to be Leisure Suit Larry 4? But it was just some silly Larry spinoff that I don't know they decided to make for some reason. There was also another Larry product that was advertised in Sierra's 1992 product catalog called Leisure Suit Larry's Date Book, and the ad read as follows. Larry Speaks. Custom Larry screens pop on to tell you about meetings, birthdays, work habits, and hard drive hygiene. Let Larry organize your life. Scary, huh? That one ad in that one catalog is the only time it is ever referenced anywhere. And the program never came out. And according to Al Lowe, he says he didn't even know it existed. So I think that's something somebody made up. I don't know where it came from. So, yeah, that's Laffer Utilities. But let's get to Leisure Suit Larry 5 proper. So I'm going to show you, first of all, some comparison shots here. Okay. VGA on top and EGA on bottom. This game was done under the watch of creative director Bill Davis, who he started working at Sierra in 1990. And as I've mentioned in the past, he kind of tried to create kind of a house style with sort of these very angular designs and whatnot. And it really comes through in this game. And this is the point where I feel like Larry's general kind of look and feel started to get a little bit leaned into sort of the overtly trashy side. And I really vastly prefer the aesthetic and kind of character design of earlier games. This is just so garish and just tacky looking. And really, this is one of the times where I feel like the 16 color version is just an eyesore. It's headache inducing. I mean, look at that. Look at the right screen here. Oh, Jesus. It just doesn't look great. Here's some more. And even in the 256 color ones, everything about it is just everything. It's like the designers went to the Tropicana at Las Vegas and they were like, let's base everything about our visual motif on that. And it just doesn't it's not great looking. It's just skeevy. I don't know. I do not like, especially the look of this game. But those 16 color shots down there, oof, that is too much. Too much. It just doesn't. I don't know if it just like this animated kind of cartoony style. Like I guess the extra colors really benefit it. It just ugh. Ugh. So yeah, that's how it looks. That's how it looks in the fortunately the top version, the VGA version. That's what I'm playing today. And then the 16 color version, we can just leave that one alone. All right. So let's see. I guess I should just go ahead and jump in. And of course, this is the first outside of the remake. This is the first icon-based game in the series, which, as we've seen from previous games, the first installment in each of their big series, the icon-based ones, they didn't do a very good job with them. Oh, is that Donald Trump? No, that guy is not. I could see how you would think that, but no, that is not Donald Trump. Although there are a couple of notable Donald Trump references in this game. That's unfortunate. So let's see. Let me just start the game, and we'll get into it. Let's see here. Whoa. Actually, I want to do that. And we're going to be playing, with a nice Roland MT32 soundtrack here. All right. Thanks for the sub, AR Dust. I appreciate it. Here we have a quite funny, hilarious joke here in the title. Passionate Patti Does Pittsburgh. Oh, wait. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, it's Abe Lincoln. Hi, Abe Lincoln. And they really, the theme song, they do like a thing with it here. It's a bit more complicated than the theme song in the previous games. I like it. All right, here we go. An East Coast meeting is not going too well. As you know, ever since LPs came out back in the 50s, our recording industry subliminal message campaign, Just Do Drugs, has been a resounding success. Alright. Drug sales have never been better, and prices remain firm, as this slide shows. Discounting our disastrous push to quadraphonic results have been most gratifying. Now to you, Bruno. Thanks, Vinny. Boss, as you know, our pornography division also enjoyed a period of explosive growth, as this slide shows. Unfortunately, after a quarter-century of positive ROI, recent results have been flaccid. We attempted to counter this trend with a heavy investment in rap music, thinking teenagers' continuous exposure to pornographic lyrics would help sales of our wider product line. But the result is obvious, painfully declining penetration. Uh-oh. Our market research failed to foresee the widespread growth of cable. Even when we forced through rapidly reduced VCR prices in the early 80s, it just didn't help our X-rated movie sales. No one buys them. Yeah, imagine what the trouble they'd be in today, man. Why should they when they can use their remote controls to flip through channel after channel of almost the same stuff in the comfort of their own homes. Now even the networks are getting into the act. I understand the problem, but I want a solution. Uh-oh. 6 months later, and a continent away, another board of directors meets. And so, corporate yes man continues. I'm pleased to say our contest to find the sexiest woman in America to serve as the hostess on America's Sexiest Home Videos has been a resounding success. The character portrayed by our hostess, whom we've decided to name Vanna Black, will be one exceptional woman. We've searched for a woman beautiful yet with those all-America girl next door looks, a woman virginal and untouchable, and yet a woman who is sexy and slutty. We've received thousands of submissions, and thanks to hard work by me and my colleagues, narrowed the field down to 3 finalists. I intend to have these women flown here, first class, wined and dined in regal style, then outfitted with the finest fashions Rodeo Drive has to offer. They'll want for nothing, and on the morning of the audition, champagne baths for all. I've arranged national press coverage, of course. In short, everything is proceeding according to schedule. There's a polite smattering of applause from the other lackeys around the conference table. But wait, Biffy, we all knew that if we bring these women to Hollywood to audition, under these circumstances, they'll all be sexy. Yes, sir, Mr. Screwmall. Isn't that what we wanted, Mr. Screwmall? Bravo, Mr. Screwmall. But we're looking for a woman so oversexed she'd drop what she's doing for any man, any time, any place, and for any loser, any dork, no matter how lame. Yes, sir, Mr. Screwmall. Isn't that what we wanted, Mr. Screwmall? Bravo, Mr. Screwmall. I've changed my mind. No, I think we should hold a blind audition, where the women don't know they're being auditioned. Yes, sir, Mr. Screwmall. Isn't that what we wanted, Mr. Screwmall? Bravo, Mr. Screwmall. But with all due respects, Mr. Screwmall, that's impossible. We need videotapes of their auditions for our own personal review purposes. There's no way we could follow the guy around without her seeing us. Oh, yes, but we do need those tapes to review. But what if we could find an auditioner so inept, so sexless, so lame and unappealing that it would take the sexiest woman in America to find him attractive? Great idea, Mr. Screwmall. Of course, Mr. Screwmall. Masterful stroke, Mr. Screwmall. But, Mr. Screwmall, how will we ever find somebody so lame?
Coffee!
Well, looks like we found it. Oh, so what? There we go. Getting the coffee, you grab the pot from the warmer and head for Mr. Screwmall's office, eager to once again kiss up to the boss. Hi guys, you say cheerfully. So, who wanted Java? You may begin with me, boy. So you decided to do exactly that. Great. Here you go, Mr. Screwmall, you say in your best suck-up tone of voice. May I freshen that for you?
Yow!
Uh-oh. You clumsy idiot! What a dolt! Who hired this fool? Sexy women? Why, even the sexiest woman in America wouldn't. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Says Silas, thinking fast and furiously. Oh, say, buddy, a nice leisure suit. I'm sure I know you, but what exactly is your name? My name is Larry. Larry Laffer, you reply. How quaint. Your first and middle names are exactly the same. Well, never mind about that. I have a proposal. I'd like to make you Daffer. Now, here's the deal. You see, Luffner, I've got to find a hostess for our new television show. Yes, I know, you offer proudly. I'm the chief tape rewinder and sterilizer on this project. You conveniently neglect to mention the Betamax Division portion of your job description. Oh, jeez. And a fine job you're doing, I suppose. Well, Larcher, we've used those audition tapes to narrow the field down to 3 finalists, but we're too busy to hold their auditions here. So I want you to visit them in their home environment, see them in their natural habitat, so to speak. Catch them au naturel if you can. You understand many of the words in that last sentence. You do know how to audition girls, don't you, Loaffer? What? Audition 3 women? No problem, boss. I'm your guy. Why, it's like a dream come true. In fact, it's like several of your dreams come true. When those babes find out why you're visiting, they'll fall all over you. Not that you mind, of course. Anything for your company. Oops. Oh. Whoops. I must be certain you don't take advantage of the situation to take this. I skipped what he said, sorry. Oh my god, what? This game, oh my god. Okay, I need to stop touching the... I gotta... You must never let a client suspect you are filming them or that you represent the show. They must each think of you only as plain Larry Limper. I can handle it, sir, you say excitedly. And he's giving me that camera to record them. I hope so. If you can pull this off, Lipper, I promise you a really big promotion. Perhaps into assistant associate director? What do you think of that? You think, wow, this could be the big break I've been hoping for. I promise to give it everything I've got. Well, great. Good. I really want you to take charge, Larry. Take whatever you need from here in the office. You're really on your own. I look forward to personally reviewing those audition tapes when you return. But remember, because this little guy is such a new model, and because it's so tiny, his recording time and battery life are severely limited. Be sure you recharge after every girl. Always a good idea, you think? Okay, Wapner, you've got 1, maybe 2 days max. You'd better grab the girls' bios and get going. Alright. What a dream assignment. Travel across the United States, visiting 3 of the sexiest women in America, and you get paid for doing it. Larry, it looks like things are really beginning to go your way. Of course, something makes you think you've had that thought before. And here, instead of an age quiz, you can set a password so the kids can't play. And we will continue because we have no games to restore. Hi, Drew. How's it going? Alright. Turn our speed up. And what am I doing? Take a drink from the water cooler. Get a refreshing drink, a bottle of tap water, and we'll walk on over here. So, my goal here in this game, my quest as it were, is I've got this camcorder. The Rob Lowe model, yeah. And I have to record, I have to go travel to a bunch of places and record all these girls. Oh, here we go. Where am I, you wonder? What's happening? What happened to Larry 4? The last you remember, you were writing your life story as a computer game sitting on a deck with a half-naked woman overlooking a beautiful lake nestled high in the Sierra Nevada. So there we go. Alright, let's see. There is a battery charger in one of these drawers. Oh, what's this? So that's where you left your battery charger. You take it from the drawer and pop it into your pocket. Great. Whoops. I believe I get points for doing that. Yeah, we can listen to songs if we want. Disinfect myself. You quickly rinse your hands with a sterilizing solution. You rather enjoy it, although for the life of you, you don't know why. Gotta get these 3 tapes over here. You always wondered what these tiny little tapes were. These miniature videotapes are a perfect fit for your new camcorder. I knew that they were DAT tapes. Oh, okay. So what we gotta do is we gotta take these and degauss them. Sliding the switches send rapidly alternating pulsating currents through your degosser. You essentially slide the girl's dedicated magnetic particles in slow concentric circles over the degosser, gradually increasing in speed and intensity until they and you are randomly aligned. A shudder passes through your body. By God, that's degossing. Alright. And that's degossed. Gotta do the same with that. That's degossed. And that's degossed. Alright, let's see. Erased, erased, and erased. Great. So this game is, as you'll see, it's not even a challenge. There are no like real puzzles, not really, in this game. They did not do a great job of adapting to the icon interface. And Al Lowe, during a 2014 interview with IGN, said the following about that. He said, "After we made the interface change, it was a bitter pill to learn how easy our games were. I put the same amount of puzzles in Larry 5 as in Larry 3, but people solved the game much faster because they didn't have to guess which words we wanted them to type. That change was a learning experience for me, as well as the other designers like Jim Walls, Scott Murphy, and Roberta Williams. After the first few non-typing games shipped, we figured out that we needed to include more puzzles. Typing commands were a key part of the difficulty of those earlier games. The icons made the games less flexible and simpler to play." But this game also had an interesting effect, which is those little mail-in feedback forms that you get. That the surveys, the little cards, the blow-in cards that you send out. They learned from those that a ton of people didn't finish their games. They just, a lot of their customers just never finished their games, their older games, because they were too hard. They got stuck. And Ken Williams, Sierra's president, Ken Williams, also always took all that feedback very seriously. And he loves Larry 5 because the feedback from that game was, "Thank you for releasing a game that I was finally able to finish," because that's how easy it was. So, I mean, take that as you will, but it's extremely simple. You literally cannot die in this game. There is no death sequence. There's no way to lose the game. So that's just how that goes. Most of it is just like clicking on the obvious things and like, well, here, take a credit card. Assuming that your recent promotion now authorizes such extravagance, you remove the luxurious Aerodork gold card from the credit card imprinter. Let me go over here. Let's see. It's one of these drawers. Is it that one? Yeah, you take the 3 resumes from the drawer. Here, look at this tasteful art on the wall. Oh, you don't know much about art, but something about this painting touches your fancy. Ha, ha, ha. This poster's your personal favorite. You've always had a soft spot for red-haired twins. Alright. Great. Oops. Look at that. Evidently, this company is the home of America's Sexiest Home Videos. You've heard of that show, especially since you work here. And let's see. We're going to open these files. You open Michelle Milken's resume and look inside. That's number 1. She is a junk bond salesperson. And she's like a Wall Street person. And she likes whipped cream. How nice. And there's her napkin. Did I find in there? That's for the Hard Disk Cafe. Computers of your life. Grab a quick bite in our cafe in the heart of the fabulous Times Square wine country. So she's in New York. We have to go there. You open Lana Luscious's resume and look inside. And she is professional mud wrestler, former Miss Wet T-shirt of Atlantic City. She hangs out at Tramps Boardwalk. And she hates high IQs. And we find a matchbook there. Visit a beautiful Tramp Casino on the beautiful Tramp Boardwalk outside the luxurious Tramp Hotel near the palatial Tramp Overscale Miniature Golf Course right off filthy Tramp Beach, Atlantic City. Even then they were making fun of him, because he's a cartoon villain. And finally, we open Chi-Chi Lambada's resume and look inside. And she is a dental hygienist and former gymnast. And she likes locker rooms and hates burning rubber. Okay, and we find a business card there for Doc Pulliam. Can Doc fix him? No, but can Doc Pulliam? Miami, Florida. Our motto, beat the doorknob and string. So, those are the 3 places I have to go. And also we have this zipper icon that just does nothing. I think there's literally no use for it in the game, if I recall. So, you can just like, you know. Oh, here's more backstory. I remember a woman named Patti, something about an island, and a gig as a computer game programmer. You think, what's going on? How did I end up in Hollywood, and what am I supposed to be doing here, you sigh? I'm so confused. Of course, you're quite accustomed to being confused. So that's their way of being like, yeah, Leisure Suit Larry 4 just, you know, it just didn't happen. Oh. It just didn't, you know, we didn't make it. And nobody remembers it. Alright, so good idea. You can never tell when a guy might need his pocket protector fully charged. So what we need to do, cleverly spotting an empty electrical outlet, you bend down and stick your battery charger in the socket. We have to charge this camera. Bending over, you insert your pocket camcorder into the battery charger and watch the charging lamp illuminate. So we look at it. Battery staying 7%, 12%, and so on. And you wait till it's fully charged. And we wait. Unfortunately, no, I'm sorry, there's no remove clothes. You carefully smooth the wrinkles from your clothes, but you can't take them off. Oh, you spend quite a bit longer in some locations than others. Ha ha. Yeah, you always have to charge this stupid camcorder. Alright. Hey, you want to see something cool? Here. Show you here. Oh, wait, no, I didn't want to go in there. I wanted to stick my finger in the outlet. Maybe you can only do that at the airport. Okay. So now, here's, you're outside Porn Prod Corps' general headquarters, nestled in the smog beneath the Hollywood Hills. God, how you love being in showbiz. You remember her? She's Porn Prod Corps' founding mother, Chesty Turbo. Here, can I... What do I... Oh, God. Am I going to pee in the... Carefully checking to make sure that no one can see you take full advantage of the PPC Memorial Fountain. Oh, great. Okay, I guess you can pee in the fountain. Alright. You can generally just click this. Click the zipper on anything. What's a good old-school adventure game to start if someone's never played one before? Ooh. Oh, here we go. Airport. Hey, says Bobby, it's a great place if you like flying. So we're going to the airport. Good old-school adventure game to start with. Let me think about that. We watch this board meeting. So tell me, boy, says Mr. Big, is everything proceeding according to our plan? Yes, sir, Mr. Big. Our friends in Hollywood have the set industry in an uproar. They're America's sexiest home video show is the talk of showbiz. There's every indication it will be the smash hit of the fall season. And we found the perfect way to attack our little straw dog. I've discovered a new hyperactive political action committee called Conservative Against Nearly Everything. I'm sure they would be willing to become the focus of a national campaign to clean up the airwaves. I'd like to propose to you, boss, that we make a little investment in the health and well-being of Kane. You know, a little something to show how much we support their cause. The room is filled with suppressed laughter. Well, boys, I think you know I'm always interested in raising Kane. The laughter becomes unsuppressed. This bunch sounds like the perfect group to be the vanguard of our little protest against the filth of the airwaves. Why don't you make an anonymous contribution to our simple little fringe at Kane, eh, boys? Meanwhile, back in your limo. Sir, we've arrived at your destination. I hope your journey was a pleasant one. So these guys are trying to, like, get a bunch of porn off of TV so that they can sell more porn tapes. That's the villain's plot. So, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Good old school adventure game to start with. You know, I would honestly, I would say the LucasArts ones are really, like, those are going to be the most inviting ones. I would start, you know where I would start is probably the Day of the Tentacle remake. The Monkey Island games, the early Monkey Island games, if you don't know what you're doing, those games are really hard. Like, those games are brain teasers if you want to do it without, like, using a walkthrough or anything. Whew, those can be tough. So I would recommend those, or like the Monkey Island games. I mean, they're good. They're just tough. Grand Fandango is really good. I think Day of the Tentacle is just wonderful. I think you can get away with playing Day of the Tentacle without playing Maniac Mansion. Maniac Mansion isn't quite as good as some of those other ones. Beneath the Steel Sky, yeah, that's good. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis is good. If you want to go down the Sierra route, there's Gabriel Knight, and there's an easily accessible remake that came out. There's Freddy Farkas, there's Conquest of the Longbow. Those are all really good games. Yeah, there's quite a few good choices here. All right, so you get to choose where you want to go. You go to New York, Atlantic City, or Miami. That's where the three girls are. You can do these in any order. I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do them in order, but now would be an excellent time for me to show you, because I forgot about them, to show you the manual and all the stuff that came with the game, because we're about to get to the copy protection here. So it came with this in this in the box, this like this Playboy knockoff, the Play Spy, because as you'll see, Passionate Patty's story involves some espionage. Got an ad for the Laffer utilities there, and then all this silly stuff. Interview with Passionate Patty right here. There we go. There's like a little sexy spread, and yeah, it's just this fun little feely that came with the box. Look at that, age 40, Leisure Suit Larry. Wasn't he like 38 or something in Larry 1? Like, when, how quickly, like, is this just like a year or two of his life in these games? I don't know. And here is, well, hang on, I'll get back to that. Here's Laffer Utilities manual, just so I'm showing it to you. So look at that, Horoscopes by Josh. That's Josh Mandel. There's all these, you know, little manuals for all the different utilities that are included here. Just so you see it. Take some notes. Very important. There's a notes page. And here's the copy protection for Larry 5. So you have to enter a group of symbols. It's going to come up with a keypad, and then, you know, I'll have to find whatever time I pick, and then enter the code. So let's see. Let's go back to that. So we're gonna do New York 11:20 a.m. Which is where? 11:20 New York, right there. Okay. All right, you can use your number. Oh, a hint from Al Lowe. You can use your number pad to enter your code. The keys match in position, i.e. the 7 key will press the top left button, etc. Be sure to use only the numeric keypad, not the cursor keys. All right, 5-character code. Hang on. Bear with me here. New York 11:20. It's going to be that. That one. That one. That one and that one. Alright, here we go. Take my boarding pass, take my ATM card. Great. Will I do LucasArts Saturdays when Sierra Saturdays ends? I don't know. I haven't really thought that. Like, Sierra Saturdays, we're on episode 25. I've got about 65 of these in me if I'm just focusing on the adventure games. I've got a plan. I've got a list of what I'm hoping are going to be 65 episodes. Maybe 64, 63. My goal is 65. So let's look at this boarding pass. Look at this. This boarding pass is good for one first-class seat on Aerodork flight number 1, LA to New York, seat 2C, September 14th, 2019. That would be today, the day I'm recording this. Originally, I believe the date on your boarding pass was always 60 years ahead in the future of whatever your computer's date is set at, I think. I can't really check that now because, you know, not playing on a computer at the time. But, yeah. Okay. And so here's the airport. Look, it's Muffy. Once she was Aerodork's red-headed, red-blooded, red-hot temptress of the flight path. Now she's lucky if she even sees a pilot. Okay. I don't think I've ever looked at her. That's a weird bit. So here's the airport. There will be a funny joke that you'll see that, like, haha, all the airports are the same. Oh wait, it's Buffy, the vampire slayer, Aerodork's blonde bombshell. Once she was a highly motivated employee. Once she was a highly trained professional. Once she never forgot to ask, did you want some fries with that? Alright. Over here, there's some phones. But we're not really interested in that. We're interested in this. We want to show our credit card here to the VIP lounge, alright? And they're going to let us in. And, cool. Now we wait to board. Have a seat in the chair here. Hilarious. Alright. Now we're going to need the boarding pass in just a second here. Just gotta wait for the boarding call. What do we got here? The cabinet holds up the coffee maker. Oh, all your life you assume these snooty private airport waiting rooms were filled with luxurious appointments. Once again, you were wrong. In fact, you'd swear that Aerodork installs that same folding chair in every terminal in every city they serve. Ha ha. Oh, here we go. A voice comes over the public address system. Aerodork Airlines is proud to announce the departure of a charter service. That speaker is none too clear. Well, the boarding pass is sucked into the slot of the ABM. And here we go. Off to the East Coast. And we can take this magazine right here. You take the magazine because you never know when you might be having so much fun that you just need something boring to read just to calm down. That's true, huh? Good idea. Save this in case the restroom runs out of paper. Wait, I want to read it. Opening the magazine, you discover an interesting article. It says computer punch cards are descendants of a long line of mechanical products dating all the way back to the music box. That is an important hint for something. You promise to remember this information in case you ever run across a music box in a computer store. Very important. Let's see, what do we got? This tray sometimes holds your food. You could fill up the tray table, but then you'd have no place to rest your stomach. Oh, ha, ha, ha. You've hated airplane travel ever since Leisure Suit Larry 2, looking for love in several wrong places. Another fine Lowe game. Oh, and he's having a little dream here about what? About Passionate Patti. Look at that. Oh, that's sweet. Look at that. She's gone international. You know what I find sweet about this? And this is sort of goes to what I've discussed in the past episodes about Leisure Suit Larry being like a character that everybody has this impression that he's just this gross womanizer. There's something very nice and sweet that he nods off to dream, and he's dreaming about the love of his life, enjoying success at what she does and what she loves. That's what his dream is about. He's not just like, where's the girls? You know, he's like, oh, I want my Patti to be a successful musician that everybody's cheering for, and it's sweet. It's like a nice little thing. It's just it's very brief and it's over, but it's just nice. He's not the worst guy, but in reality, it's not where she is. Oh, great, you think? Another lousy crowd, and on a Saturday night, too. Too many drinkers and talkers, too few listeners, you think? Are there no good places left to play? Another grimy week on a grimy stage before another grimy scene in a grimy office with another grimy little nightclub manager. Just what did you expect from a club called the Piano Pit, Patti? Finishing your bows, you head to the manager's office. Now I suppose I'll have to endure another scene with that cheap club manager. The perfect way to top off a perfect week, you think, sarcastically. And the way this game is structured, every time you go to a different destination with Larry, there's like, you switch to Patti. So you switch off for the whole game, and they have their own stories that eventually can converge. Oh, well, you sigh. Chin up. Positive attitude. Right. You feel positive he'll be a jerk. Well, Andy, you say to the swarthy club manager, that about wraps it up for me. Looks like you've had another good week. It's funny you'd mention that, Patti. I was just getting ready to talk to you. You did enjoy the show, didn't you, Andy? You asked with your best smile. Oh, Patti, it ain't me. You know I like you just fine. It's just my boss that don't. Julius doesn't much care for small audiences. He says your fans listen too much and drink too little. How ironic, you were thinking just the opposite. He can't see how he and his backers can be expected to make a profit like that. Patti, I'm just gonna have to let you go. Andy, how could you, after all I've done for you? It's not me, honey, he says. You treated me just fine. I'll be sorry to see you go. Well, then give me my pay and I'll get out of here. I guess that's the other thing. I can't do that. Julius says your contract was never valid, so he doesn't have to pay. What? You explode. Now you're saying I don't even get paid for the week I have worked? I ought to file a grievance with the musicians union. Not exactly shaken. No, he replies. Do what you have to do, Patti, but if you ever want to work anywhere in this town again, his meaning is not lost on you. Goodbye, Andy. Somehow I expected more of you. I don't know why. Patti, take my advice. Play more commercial. Give them what they like. Abroad is good looking as you could really pull them in if you just get smart. Huh? Get smart? Huh? Andy, when I start taking musical criticism from you, I'd appreciate it if someone would just put me out of my misery, you say, leaving his grimy desk. That pig, you think disgustedly. God, I wish there was some way to get even with the rotten crooks that run this stinking business. Poor Patti. Once again, you're too hip for the room. Entering the brisk night air in this dashing outfit, you notice a dark figure leaning against the far wall. Evidently, he's noticed you too. You aren't afraid. You've handled rough situations before. After all, think of all you went through back in Leisure Suit Larry 3. He thinks, Terperfin. Patti, I'm Inspector Desmond of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. If it's all right, I'd like to request a few moments of your time. But of course, Inspector, you reply, nice trench coat. You too. I'm here on behalf of your country to ask a favor of you. Go ahead, Inspector, but I don't usually grant favors on our first date. Besides, I'm not a private eye type. Oh, you won't have to do that, Patti. You see, you're exactly the type we need. Let me explain. We're right in the middle of a month-long nationwide investigation into the infiltration of organized crime into the entertainment industry. I'm looking for a special someone willing to take some risks, someone without a family, without many social ties, without any extenuating circumstances to get in the way. Someone who understands the music business, who plays an instrument, and who has the looks, brains, and talent to be accepted by those insiders we're trying to catch. I know you've been stiffed by these guys probably many times, and I want these guys, and I bet you do too. So, Patti, in short, I need you to go undercover. What do you say? You're taken aback. But considering the requirements, who could be better for the job than you? It would be sweet to get revenge on these guys, not just for tonight's embarrassment, but for all those other times when you gave your talents for a bunch of ingrates. But of course I'll help you, Inspector Desmond, you hear yourself say. After all, I recently learned I'm taking next week off. So how do we start? Follow me, Patti. I have a car and driver waiting for us. Thank you for the follow, Turperfin. Appreciate you watching and listening to all my nonsense. The following morning, in a much nicer area of the city, Patti meets Desmond at FBI headquarters. Alright, Patti, here's the deal. We're convinced of organized crime's considerable influence in the entertainment industry. I want you to use your musical talent to help us obtain sufficient evidence to convict the guilty parties. But Inspector, you say worriedly, I know nothing of spying. Don't worry, Patti. Most of our spies we use are amateurs. You won't be licensed to kill. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Learn what you can, take advantage of any opportunities, and try to bring back some hard evidence. We'll make sure you're in the right place at the right time, and you'll be doing good for your country. You think, not to mention getting even with those bastards for all the times I've been screwed in the past. Alright, Inspector Desmond, you say, but what places and what times? There are two specific areas of concern. One is subliminal messages in popular music. Our studies link the recent nationwide rise in crime to increased popularity of hard rock music. Des River Records in Baltimore is heavily involved in such subliminal recordings. Much of the overdubbing at that studio is handled by a young recording engineer named Reverse Baez. The second area is the recent flood of obscene rap recordings. I personally believe records like these are being used by the mob to undermine the moral fiber of our nation's youth. K-Rap Radio in Philadelphia is the headquarters of the rap group 2 Live 2 Screw, who've had an unjustified string of hits recently. I'm sure that place is a center of mob involvement. That's hard to believe, you think? But to Desmond you say, well, alright, Inspector, but I'm hardly an expert in subliminal recordings or rap music. Oh, don't worry, Patti. With your talents, you can easily fake your way through the simplistic noise these guys pass off as music. After all, they're hardly the MJQ. One more thing. A man we know only as Julius has been connected to both these businesses. I think this Julius character may be the key to the entire problem. And if you recall, the boss at the bar she just got fired at, his name's Julius. Anything you can discover about Julius or K-Rap or Des River Records would be helpful. We'll provide you with background information on all the pertinent people, places, and groups, but it will be up to you to get in and get out whatever hard facts you can. Okay, boss, I'm on. Now, how do I begin? Earlier this morning, I set you up with a gig at Des River Records as a keyboard sub on a recording session. We've also arranged a short East Coast tour as your cover story. The government will handle all your travel arrangements. First class, of course. Yes, first class, of course. And I'll give you a private limousine and your own personal driver. And Patti, if things go well, I'll even set you up with a gig at the White House. Would you like that? Yes, of course. Now, afraid now that you're in way over your head? Come with me, Patti. We'll get started right now. Welcome to our technical laboratory. This is the head of our Office of Agent Field Command. Agent Field Equipment, Commander Twit. Commander Twit, meet Passionate Patti. Oh, good morning, Patti, says Commander Twit. It's so very nice to meet you. Likewise, Commander, you reply, thinking that is the first time you've ever said that phrase. What's all this wonderful equipment you have here? I've always been very interested in research and researchers. Oh, you have? Twit asked suspiciously. Well, allow me to show you about for a moment before we begin your indoctrination. Oh, I just love a tour, you say, flashing your best smile. Fine, Twit says, obviously charmed. Feel free to explore the lab a bit, Patti. When you're ready, I'll give you some information you'll need. Enjoy your indoctrination, Patti. And especially your physical. What's the worst Larry game I played, Turperfin? The PS2 and PS3 ones, yeah, those are, if you're talking about the ones that, the later ones, Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude and Leisure Suit Larry Box Office Bust, those are indeed the worst ones, if we're considering those to be Larry games. I don't count those at all. Those don't have anything to do with Larry or Allo or the spirit of Sierra or anything like that. Those are Larry in name only. As far as the games that Sierra themselves actually made, this is the worst Larry game. For absolutely 100%, this is the worst one. But it is still leagues better than those garbage ones that came out in the mid-2000s. So let's see. Let's look around here. Excuse me, Commander Twit, you say. I'm particularly interested in this man's research. What's he up to? Oh, I suspected you might be intrigued. Dr. Rolfing is working on refining our new infrared heat-seeking surface-to-air vibrator. We feel it will be of considerable value as a protective device against certain types of enemy agents. Oh, of course, it works much better when you remember to turn it on and then release it. And these guys... Oh, Commander Twit, you say? What are these two men doing? Oh, they're doing this bra cannon. How interesting, Commander, you say, but how could you ever fire such a device? Oh my god, why does it keep doing that? The technician mistakenly believes Commander Twit is speaking to him. Anyway, he's showing her what that is and how to fire it. It's a bra cannon. Obviously, our turnover rate is rather high here. Alright. Now we'll walk to the right. Actually, you look yourself over. You like what you see, although I could stand to lose a few pounds, you think. Jesus. You begin to adjust your bra strap before remembering. You'd need a bra. Oh, ha ha. Maintaining your cool, you surreptitiously check the zipper on your dress. It's fine. Okay, cool. Brazinga. God damn it. Patti, please step over here to the computer for a moment, says Twit. I need to take care of your indoctrination paperwork. First, let's get you a contact number. Oh, here's 1-556-2779. Now let's issue a computer account number. Here we go. How about BB37? Now for your email ID number. 654-93756, and your official password is making whoopee. How appropriate. Now I'll apply for security clearance for you. Granted. And you need some sort of code name. Everybody who's anybody around here has a code name. How about Agent 88, you suggest? Okay, let's see if that's taken. Well, it appears it was used once, but that was years ago. And now all you have left is your official department medical checkup, and then you'll be ready to fit you with your safety first field locator device. Great. What about this guy? Oh yes, Patti, I see you're interested in one of my pet projects, which I find fascinating. This man has developed a high-yield space-age polymer macrobiotic flatulence-inducing powder. We feel it will be excellent for those times we find it necessary to destabilize a public leader by humiliating him during a major public appearance or state function.
Well, that seems to be progressing nicely. However, a lighter dosage may well be preferable.
Alright. Actually, you know what? I should save my game, because I haven't done that at all, and that would be terrible if my game crashed right now. Oh, look at this. What's this? If it drinks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it must be an experiment. And yes, you're right, Boozemiler. Save early, save often. I'm terrible. I haven't been doing that.
That's the door to Dr. Phil Hopian's office. Let's go in there now. He'll fit you with your field locator device. Agent 88, I'd like you to meet our staff physician, Dr. Phil Hopian. Dr. Hopian, this is Agent 88. Don't worry about a thing, Patty. You're in good hands with Dr. Hopian.
Nice to meet you, Patty. Come inside and take off all your clothes. Wow, fast worker, you think? Wow, that's not creepy or anything. Assume the position, he barks. Oops, sorry, I used to be a field agent. Old habits, you know. You enter his office, slip behind the screen, and remove your clothes, replacing them with one of those wonderful hospital gowns that leave nothing to the imagination. Oh well, things could be worse. At least the good doctor is also a good looker. Hello, Patty, and welcome aboard. I'm Dr. Phil Hopian, staff physician and volunteer gynecologist around here. It'll be my pleasure to be serving you today. Oh, gee, what's going on here? I love this job. Okay, that's creepy. Now that you've passed your official department checkup with flying colors, I might add, it's time for me to install one of our lab's latest invention, our Safety First Field Locator device. Is this really necessary, Doctor? Of course, Patty. This device lets our team of highly trained professional trackers follow you wherever you go. Well, okay, I guess, but will this procedure be painful? Of course not, Patty. Trust me. You've heard that line before. Now just relax, Patty. You only feel a little prick. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. Ugh.
Ow!
Ooh, sorry. Let me warm that up for you first. This whole scene's awkward. Oops, perhaps you'd prefer something in a D width. Yeah, this is a weird scene. Yeah, good news, everybody. This is strange. It's a little bit rapey, I think. Just a little. But, you know, this is the game that they made. I don't know what to tell you. 2 hours later. What happens if we try to go back in? It's locked and you're glad that you can't get in. Okay, I don't even want to know what that implies. Alright. Whoops. Trying to get these tapes. Alright. That's a kind of creepy scene. Now we can get that. Take the double-barreled brazier from the workbench. It smells strongly of fresh gunpowder. Yeah. You hope they lowered the size of the charge. Alright. Commander Twit's boys may be into explosives, but they know nothing about comfort or adequate support. You slip your genuine FBI bra over your shoulders. Alright. And these here, we have a data pack for reverse bias, and one for PC hammer. Which one is it? Reverse bias. That's the one I want. You insert reverse bias data pack into your data man. Okay. And then we want to go outside here. Here we go. Oh, one that veggie. That's awesome. You have to tell me about him. All right. And now here we are in an identical looking limo to the one Larry took. I want to grab this bottle of champagne. And then I want to show this guy my data pack, and he will take me to where I'm going. The Shill Building, eh? Says Bobby. It's a great place if you like music. So there we go. And now as you head off, you drift off to sleep, you begin to dream. So everybody's got their own dreams. Oh, Donald, you moan in your dream. The Donald, he corrects you. My Donald, you correct him. I so love this little boat you bought me. I'm going to name it the Tramp Pianist. I'm going to name it after me. Just like I name everything. 'Cause I'm me. Meanwhile, in a plane far, far away. This game's aged poorly, yeah, you don't even know. Alright, during our absence, your dream of passionate Patti's Parthenon performance progressed. The concert, a huge success, is now over. The critics have acclaimed her technique, interpretation, and mature musicianship. Her promoters are arranging a one-year tour, and the two of you take this opportunity to celebrate. And see, that's nice. He's just dreaming about her success. That's wonderful. It's like there's some sexy stuff here, but first and foremost, you know. You awaken with a start to hear the stewardess say, "Why, Mr. Laffer, is there a problem with your nuts?" Yeah. Oy. Hilarious jokes. A voice crackles through the intercom speaker above your head. Please tighten your seatbelts and return to tray tables. They're fully upright in locked position. We'll be landing momentarily. Alrighty. Here we are. Welcome to New York. This airport looks just like the one in Los Angeles. Go ahead and save the game again, because that would be a shame if my game crashed. Oh, so here we are. Oh, look, it's Tracy, Airdork's blonde bombshell. It's just the same jokes, but they have different names. Hey, look, what do we got here? Oh, there goes your chance for a Larry Kids telethon. Stealing some quarters out of the charity box. Ha. Yep. And we want to look over here. From anywhere to anywhere in New York City, there's no limousine service that's precisely totally exactly like the fabulous Checker Limo Company. Nearly instantaneous service from our fleet of radio dispatched cars. Floors disinfected regularly. Call 552-4668 anytime. Today you learned the actual definition of save scumming. What do you think it is? What did you think it was? One bad veggie. So now you insert a quarter into the only working pay telephone. You thought it was something more complicated than what it is. Yeah, it's just saving and then restoring when something goes wrong. Thank you for using US Sprint. Hello, check it out. Where are you? Where do you want to go?
My name's Larry. Larry Laffer. What was the question again? What'd you do? Where are you? Where do you want to go? Oh, I'm at the airport, at the Aerodork terminal. Where'd you want to go? Well, I guess I'd like to go downtown. Got you, meet you outside. And he hangs up the phone. And you'll see that was a U.S. Sprint. They actually advertised with Sierra in this game. So, it's one of the few Sierra games that have an actual advertiser. I believe the other one was Space Quest 5. Look at this. Sign says you're presently in New York, Larry. All right, here we go. It's LaGuardia. Look at this. What's this? Oh, look, some poor unfortunate traveler forgot his appointment calendar. Too bad for the other guy. He'll never know. Besides, he would probably want you to have it. Well, what do we got here? Oh, inside you find some folding money with more than 2 digits in the corners, many credit cards, some mutual fund bank account access codes, and a Swiss bank account number. Well, game over. I win. That's it. The end. This is even better than having your own savings and loan, as you think you may have had in Leisure Suit Larry 4, The Missing Floppies. Whoever this Pat Patterson guy was, he sure was loaded. Alright, well. And now we are going to see, what's her name, Michelle Milken. We want to show the driver this napkin. And let's go to the Hard Disk Cafe, eh? It's a great place if you like computers. So here we go. You want to know something funny in this game? You can nothing. Oh, sorry, we've arrived at your destination. Hope your journey was a pleasant one. Nothing you do in this game matters. You can actually go to the airport and get back on the plane and go to the next place, and then get on the airplane and go to the next place, and then go back to LA and like see the end of the game. Nothing that you do has any relevance to the plot. You can completely fail. I don't even have to record any of these girls or anything. None of it matters. Here, look at this funny joke. Ah. Ha ha ha. Okay. So now in here, we want to talk to this guy. What is this place? The lobby of the Hard Disk Cafe is filled with tremendously exciting to nerds display of ancient computer memorabilia. Your pulse quickens just looking around the place. Nowadays, the Hard Disk Cafe would have, like, the computer I played this game on in the first place. Let's go talk to this guy. Hello, you say to the Maitre D. Do you have a table for a swinging guy like me? No. But sir, you protest. Perhaps you heard of me. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. No. I'd really like to get something to eat, you say to the maitre d'. May I have a table now? No. I'd really like to get something to drink, you say to the maitre d'. May I please have a table now? No. You know what's amazing? That a place like this could even stay in business, you say, beginning to lose your temper. I've never been to a place where the customer's always wrong. No. Let me into that cafe, you ninny, you shout at the maitre d'. You better let me in, I think. No. So when can I get in, huh? I gotta meet somebody here. Ho. She's really quite lovely, you offer. In fact, I bet you know her. Who? Say, since I'm just going to stand here anyway, why don't I tell you a little story? A story about how an unassuming traveling software salesman born near a log cabin in Gumbo, Missouri made it into the big time. Okay, stop. I'll get you a damn ticket, he shouts. Nice going, Larry. There you are, sir. Enjoy your visit here to the lovely Hard Disk Cafe.
You grab your tape from the tape reader. Let's see. Let's have a look at that. Oh, what an interesting way to make a club membership card. No one uses antique 9-track paper tape anymore. Huh. Oh, there we go. You carefully insert your paper membership tape into the ancient machine. Processing. User number found. Welcome, Mr. Larry Laffer. Tonight you were assigned to track 45, sector 4F. Not only this, you presume she's the one who sings when it's over. Jeez. Alright. Well, I guess I better sit down, huh? Look, Larry, there she is. It's your target for New York City, Michelle Milken. Well, let's use our paper in this machine. You carefully insert your paper membership tape into the ancient machine. Alert, alert. Source level user error. Listen, Laffer, your lowly clearance level prevents access to the exclusive Herman Hollerith room. You were assigned to track 45 to sector 4F. Now sit there. Well, this door operates by means of a membership tape inserted and read by that machine to the left. What do we do? I gotta get into that room. Oh, music boxes show an early use of the principle that made the punch card possible. It gave precisely aligned pins meaning as musical pitches. Huh. How interesting. The music box's cylinder appears to be the same width as your membership tape. And there was that hint from the magazine. Well, what happens when I do this? You wonder if this will ruin your only means of admission to the cafe. Larry, how brilliant you are. Carefully wrapping your membership tape around the music box's cylinder, you punch a new set of holes in your membership tape, altering it forever. But now will you be able to enter the cafe? Well, let's see. You carefully insert your paper membership tape into the ancient machine. Super user number 1 found. Welcome, Mr. Gilbert Hyatt. Go right in, make yourself at home, sit anywhere you like. Well, I randomly found my way into here. Alright, okay. Feel free to enter the Herman Holler's room. Sit wherever you wish. Hey, come on, give me my tape. That stupid machine ate your tape. You hope you won't need it again, Larry. Well, let's see. Alright. We're going to put a tape in the recorder. We are going to turn it on, slipping your green felt tip between the 5mm lead mechanical pencil and the blue ink rolling ball pen. You switch the camcorder on. Alright. And now we'll talk to her. Hello, lovely, lonely lady, you say to the gorgeous babe sitting all alone at the booth near you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Larry. Larry Laffer. You hope she doesn't just ignore you. Hi, Larry, she says with a friendly smile. New in town? Remembering your boss's warning not to reveal your identity, you decide to begin with a casual opener. Do you come here often? You ask. Nearly as many times as I'm here, she responds. And what did that mean? Perhaps I could mention her power clothes, you think to yourself. A compliment or apparel might be appropriate. What a lovely suit you're wearing, you tell her, and you certainly look good in it. That may be, but I look even better out of it. Say, this may turn out all right.
I notice you're dining alone, you try again. Yes, and dining isn't the only thing I don't enjoy doing alone, she responded with a smile. I was wondering, may I join you for dinner, you ask. Well, you may sit down, but it may be for dessert. A better offer you've never had, Larry. Go for it. So, let's see. Did I mention my name, you ask? I didn't think so. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. Good evening, Lawrence, she says. I'm Michelle Milken, program trading specialist and sometimes computer hobbyist. I'm really into computers, you say, exposing wisdom beyond your years. In fact, I've written a couple of very successful computer games, at least I think I have. Oh, really? Asked Michelle. Does that mean you have lots of money? I make a nice living. Well, that is, I think I did. But now I'm not so sure. You see, I've been having a little trouble lately with amnesia. So what is it that you do? I laugh all the way to and from the bank. I'm a junk bond dealer. So what does a junk bond dealer do, you ask? Whatever she can, Michelle replies cryptically. I've been hearing lots of good things recently about junk bonds, you say. Would you recommend them as an integral part of my portfolio? Junk bonds, eh? She warms perceptively. Why, I was just telling a friend about them today. Yes, I think they would be perfect for someone like you. Oh, huh. I was actually looking at the banana split, but okay. So, now I have to give her, this stuff. I have to give her the, planner here. Would you be interested in this, you ask? It's my personal organizer. It contains a list of all my Swiss bank accounts, offshore deposits, and international funds. Well, I don't know. She pretends to hesitate. Why, yes, she says with a big smile. I'm sure I could invest these for you tomorrow. Trust me. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, Larry, don't you just love stiff cream? Now we give her these credit cards. Would you be interested in this, you ask? These credit cards would surely be useful to you if you ever need to withdraw funds. You know, cash advances, things like that. Oh, she squeals. Perhaps I haven't mentioned how much stock I put in these things and what a smart rubber band you have around them. Well, there goes her cherry, you think. Alright, and finally we give her the money. I also have this little bit of cash on me, you say, offering it to her. Could you make some investments for me with this? Oh, could I? She cries. As my friend Donald Trump says, cash is king. Oh, Larry, says Michelle, I know a way we can increase your interest. What does she mean by that, Larry? You're a software kind of guy, and I'm a hardware kind of girl, she says. How about if I download onto your hard disk? Allow me to make our booth more private. This is so dorky. That's so weird. Oh my god, what is that? What did she do to it? What does that look like? Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, now you get her drift. You're almost sorry you're recording all this. What will the boys in Hollywood think? What? What's going on? What's she doing under the table? Look at him. Oh boy. After a few more minutes with Michelle, you stagger to your feet and attempt to walk back to the Hard Disk Cafe lobby. Well, alright. Cool. Let's see. Delicately exchanging your blue ballpoint with your yellow highlighter, you switch the camcorder off. And then we can put a second tape in here. If we're installing another videotape, you first remove the tape in the camcorder. You insert the tape into the raw below. And you have no idea financial concepts could be so physically rewarding. Alright. And now we will use the phone
Excuse me. And we will call via U.S. Sprint once again. The fabulous Checker Limo Company. Hello, says the voice. I hope you're having a nice day. Hello, this is Larry Laffer. Please send my limo to the Hard Disk Cafe immediately. Yes, sir, it'll be there damn near instantly. So now we get out of here. Get in our limo. And head to the old airport. One down. Geez, you think, no matter where I go, no matter which limousine rental company I use, no matter which driver I get, all these limos look alike. Airport, eh? Says Bobby. It's a great place if you like flying. Meanwhile, your boss receives an angry telephone call. Silas Screwmall listens intently and deferentially to the powerful voice on the other end of the line. Let me assure you, Julius, everything is proceeding nicely. No, sir, I will not let you down. Yes, sir, that's also being taken care of. No, it's handled. I have a man on it right now. All right, whatever you say, Julius. Meanwhile, back in your limo. Sir, we've arrived at your destination, says your driver. I hope your journey was a pleasant one. And Namco 51, this is... Yes, I am playing this in DOSBox. Yes, this is not any kind of remastered release. This is just Leisure Suit Larry 5 from... from my shelf being played in DOSBox. The original game. And now we'll go over here, do some copy protection, get another aeroplane pass, and Atlantic City, 3:10 p.m. Let me find that on my copy protection list here. 3:10 Atlantic City. All right, let's see. There's two that look very similar. There's that one and I believe that one. There we go. How far along am I? I'm probably closing in on the halfway point here at least. And we have boarding pass, Atlantic City. All right. All right. Oh, I actually don't need the boarding pass. I need the gold card. Now, once again, here we are. This is where I need the boarding pass. Waiting to board. Oh. And you know, you're right. Whoever said it looks like that bald spot looks like Larry's been scalped from behind. Yeah, it kind of looks like an injury. He doesn't look so good. All right. Once again, we're boarding. And put that there. Excuse me, and we'll just head out. Wow. Doot 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 doot. There's one empty airplane, always. It's like he's the only one on it. Ever. Ah, this is the life. In your dream, you're the handsome gondolier pulling through the canals of Venice with your lone, lovely female customer, passionate Patti. Everything is going well until you stick it in too deeply. An experience wholly unfamiliar to you. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe they just took out that part of his brain and that's why he has amnesia. Ah, deciding to seize the moment, you wriggle down beside your Patti, relying on the subtle canal current to propel you through your night of love. Uh-oh. Get your hands off me, you shout. That's not what's meant by personal driver. Squirming across the leather seat, you grab the door handle, fling open the door, and escape the limousine and that chauffeur, who is being pretty rapey. Okay. Great. We'll go ahead and save the game. Why not? This is the Shill building. Patti, it says Shill. The Shill building is one of the Baltimore's finest office buildings. Its granite, brass, and stainless steel facade shines in the sunlight. A revolving door promises access to its interior. Alright. Go inside here. And we'll look at this directory. Oh, look at that. Look at all these funny, a bunch of letters have fallen off here. What could these be? We are headed for Des Rever Records. Room 900. So. I'm gonna talk to this guy. Oops. Yes, mumble the sleepy guard. You need something? Excuse me, you say to the well-rested guard. I'm here to see Mr. Baez in room 900. Huh? Alright, give me just a second while I make sure he's in, says the overworked guard. Okay, honey, he's waiting for you upstairs. I'm calling for the elevator for you right now. Oh, alright. And let's see, what is this room? The waiting room is filled with an impressive array of recording memorabilia. What's this? It says, this gold record is awarded to Reverse Baez, Chief Engineer, Des Rever Records. Wriggling the gold record on its plaque, you discover it is loose enough to be removed. So you do. You've wanted to have a gold record ever since you began playing professionally at age 13. But you never dreamed you would get it like this. There's nothing... Oh, whoops. Ah, stop clicking on stuff. Alright, so what we gotta do here... Just gotta play the golden record. And this is like a weird, stupid puzzle where you're trying to find like the subliminal messaging or whatever on the record. So here's how we do it. We push this one, which is marked forward. Oh, I need to actually turn this on. Cool. Well, that's interesting. You've always wondered if there was really a record underneath all that gold. And then that is the reverse button. Let's push that. That's the stop button. That's 33, and that's 78. Alright.
Just say yes.
Just say yes? Why, that's just the opposite of what Nancy Reagan said. You know, in that whole campaign that didn't do anything whatsoever. You now have the incontrovertible evidence Desmond sent you to find, and you finally understand what evil this place does. How vile, how corrupt. Des Rever Records records backwards music, urging innocent teenagers to violate the law. You've never really believed this before, but you believe it now. if you could only obtain more evidence to prove your case. Well, how about this?
Porn is best at a quarter a whack.
Of all the nerve, Death Forever Records imprints subliminal messages encouraging young Americans to frequent adult bookstores. At last, you found some good, solid evidence for Inspector Desmond.
Digital audio tape causes impotence.
This must be a pre-Sony Columbia recording. Okay. Well, now I have all my evidence. All those weird messages. They're putting subliminal messages in the music. What a plot. A speaker crackles in the background. Hello out there. You must be Passionate Patti. Everything's all ready for your cut-in session. Just come on in the studio. I'm waiting for you. Death Forever Records recording studio reminds you of your last studio session. A big 2 CD recording of background music for a computer game named Leisure Suit Larry 4. And of that big contract you signed with a mysterious someone known only as Julius, who never paid you 1 red cent for any of your work. You grimace and silently hope this session goes better. Well, hello there, Patti. I'm Reverse Bias, chief engineer here at Death Forever Records. I'm not sure exactly what happened to my regular synthesis, but I sure appreciate you jumping in here to help us out like this. I'm sure you have no trouble with these tunes. Alright. Synthesis program. The charts are on the music stand. The levels are checked. And I'm ready when you are, baby. Alright. Let's go over here to this piano. Do something. Okay, Patti, just read the chart there on the stand. We'll take it from a few bars before your entrance. Listen for the clicks and cut in your solo. Take 1. This is the song you're supposed to perform. You do remember how to play keyboards, don't you, Patti? It's a Fairlight 2000, the highest tech, high-tech synthesizer keyboard. You've always wanted one of these for its wonderful Bosendorfer patch. Gern Blanson plays one with Rex Famine and the Limestone, what? No, didn't see what it said. Reverse Bias is the man the FBI linked to backward subliminal message recording at the studio. But he does look cute. So you pretty much just have to, like, just do some random playing. And you screw up 2 takes, and it'll take over for the 3rd one. It just takes forever. Is this like a real piano? No, hold on. Let's see. Wonder if I can play it. Wonder if I can play something on it. That's not quite what the boss is looking for, Patti, baby. I'm gonna roll again from the top. Let's have a little more feeling, okay? Alright. Alright, take 2. Take 2! Trying to play Indiana Jones on it. Can't get it. Well, that was fairly outside. Let's give it one more shot, babe. Here we go. Take 3! Thanks for the follow, Namco51. Now it just takes over for me. Just does it. Ah. Been following me since 2007, Namco. Gee, that's a while. That's almost the whole time I've been podcasting. It's a long time ago. I wonder if it's actually possible to play this, like, on your own, if you can just copy this note for note. I doubt it. That'd be ridiculous. Great take, Patty. Why don't you come to the control room now and listen to playback with me? Alright. Here you go, babe. Check this out. Alright, yeah, I just watched the game do that. I don't need to... Nice playing, Patty. Smiles. I bet you have wonderful technique. Alright, so we gotta get this guy to spill the beans on all this stuff. Here, get drunk. What would you say if I proposed a toast, Mr. Baez? Well, Patty, I'm always interested in sharing a glass of champagne with a beautiful woman. To you, Patty. To many more successful sessions together. Ah, pleasant vintage, he sighs. But it's a little warm, isn't it? Well, possibly so, you say in his defense. But then you don't know where it's been. Here, Mr. Baez. Have a little more. One more won't hurt, Mr. Baez. You say using a technique on him that's worked more than a few times on you. Ugh. Please call me Reverse, slurs Reverse. So, Patty Cakes, have I ever told you what an important guy I am? No, but I'd love to hear. Hey, this is tasty. I've shown you my work. Will you show me yours? Why, sweetie, my son has more records than anybody's. Oh, really? How could that be, Reverse? Have easy sugar, Allie, funny and simple. Wait, you hear this? Every song has some subliminal. Good job, Patty. The boys back at the FBI labs will have a wonderful time extracting those backwards subliminal messages from Baez's tape. Meanwhile, back at the FBI's Mission Control headquarters. Back at Control. What's she doing now, Agent Smith? Well, I don't know, Inspector Desmond. It's kind of hard to figure out. Either I'm picking up a lot of RF interference or she's consuming way too much fluid. Good talk. After getting Reverse Baez totally sloshed and finishing off the bottle yourself, you slip out of the control room, through the studio, down the elevator, and back to your limo. Alright. Mission accomplished. We removed Reverse Baez's data pack. And we're going to put the PC Hammer one in. You insert PC Hammer's data pack into your data man. And we will head to K-Rap Radio. A great place if you like rap. Oh, all right. As you drift off to sleep, you begin to dream. Oh, Willie, you moan in your dream. Put down that keyboard and practice a little touch typing on me. Not now, Patty, he replies. I'm about to finish cutting a deal with IBM. So there's, like, Bill Gates. Meanwhile, in a plane far, far away. During our absence, your dream of you and passionate Patti has progressed. You snuggle up together, drifting dreamily through the moonlit canals of Venice, the songs of other gondoliers wafting slowly across the waters. Suddenly, your gondola springs a most inopportune leak. Uh-oh. Well. Awaking from your dream, you realize you just filled your lap with complimentary beverage. A voice cracks through the intercom speaker above your head. Please tighten your seatbelts and retain your train tails in a fully upright and locked position. We'll be landing momentarily. Alright. Oh, and here we go. Welcome to Atlantic City. This airport looks just like the one in New York. Let's see. Oh, it's Cherry. This time her name's Cherry, and this time her name's Barry. Alright, cool. For the biggest ride you've ever had, give us a call right now. Let us expose your blatant consumerist backside. Tramp Limo Service, 553-4468. Alright. Can't I get a quarter out of here? Yeah, it's that. Is it this one? There's no quarter in it, so nothing happens. Alright, someone left a quarter in that machine. Pulling the handle yields only one lonely cherry, but that's enough to pay you a quarter. You reach into the slot machine's coin bin and grab it. Of course, I need to go charge my my tape thing. Cleverly spotting an empty electrical outlet, you bend down and stick your battery charger in the socket. Should do this every time. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna wait for it to charge. All right. All these ads. Oh. 100%. There we go. Beautiful. Can I stick my hand in the socket? Oh, I can. There we go.
No!
The white zone is for alert passengers only.
Alright. Go ahead and save my game. Use the phone. Oh, broken. Oh, there we go. And then what was that number? 553-4468? Thank you for using U.S. Sprint. Good day, Tramp Limousine at your service. Good day, Mr. Tramp, you presume mistakenly. I am at the airport and require transportation to the city. Yes, sir, he replies. I'll send one of my best girls right over. And he hangs up the phone. Alright. Get out of here. Here we are. The sign says you're presently in Atlantic City, Larry. And there we are. And now we want to use the matchbook to go see, to the casino to go see Lana Luscious, girl number 2. Tramp's Casino, huh? It's Bobby. It's a great place if you like gambling. Sir, we've arrived at your destination, says your driver. I hope your journey was a pleasant one. Oh, boy. Sure, we'll save. The slot machine never stops on a loser. Look at that. Tramps Casino is a perfect example of the style of architecture exemplified by Frank Lloyd Wrong. You haven't seen Neon Pacey since the late 60s. Sure, she's only made of plywood, but doesn't she have a great set of lights? God. You really enjoyed this part of the game. What happens if we use the zipper? Don't do that to the girl. Jeez. Let's talk to this lady. Hey, fella, want to get lucky? Guess the number of which I'm thinking of. You might just win 10 silver dollars. Amazing! What a genius! What a coincidence! Congratulations, sir. You've correctly guessed the number of which I've been thinking of. Here's your 10 Tramp Casino Lucky Souvenir Silver Dollars. Please don't confuse them with real money. So now we have a bunch of chips. Wait a minute, these aren't real silver dollars. Every single one of them has Donald Trump's picture on it. So now we'll go inside. It appears a crowd is gathered inside the exclusive Tramp Ballroom. Tramp's Casino has spared no expense to create the ultimate and tasteless, luxuriant, opulent detritus. Video poker machines surround you to such an extent that you are unsure how to walk around them. Alright. Now, because I did not do any skips here, I gotta play poker. You insert all 10 of your silver dollars into the video poker machine. Alright. We're going to make 2 saves here, just in case. Alright. Look at this. I don't know anything, so we'll wait, no. I want to hold those. Okay, and then, because there's a pair, and that's a face card, which is big, right? Oh, darn. Wait, hang on. Now I'll save now that I've done that. Okay. Don't know how to play anything. Oh, good. Okay. You can't bet more than your credits. Wait, but don't I... Oh, don't I... Did I just break even? I don't know. We'll hold those and deal. Oh. So now I have to like play cards, and I don't know how to do any of this. Oh look, I'm just breaking even. Okay, so wait now. Oh. I really wish I had made a skip here. Oh, there. Now I have 20. See, this is save scumming. This is the real save scumming. Oh. Oh, I still only have 20. Well-deserved save scumming. Yes, yes, indeed. But you have to do this until you get it's $525 is what I'm looking for. So here we go. Here, I should just... Oh, I can't restore, actually. I can't restore in the middle of a game. Bleh. Oh, look at that. That's 2 pairs. That's a good one. Wonder what the max I can bet is. I don't even know. Probably winds up being 100 or something. Hey, look, that's a jack, a king, and a queen. That's a winning hand, right? Oh, I guess not. See, I don't know anything about poker other than, like, pairs are good. It's not really a thing I've ever learned much about. My dad would know this stuff. Oh, look, that's 3. That's 3 3 of the same one. That's good, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. 3 of them get you a bunch of money. Okay. 100 is the most I can bet. Oh, look at that. Sweet. We're almost there. Oh, sweet. I'm so lucky. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I got a 2 pair and 3 of a kind. I'm rich. Boom. That's way more than enough. Boom. Baller. 1,240 silver dollars. Oh, man. Alright, we're gonna save right there. Alright. Let's go in here. The gentleman blocking your path will be glad to allow you to pass for a price. The stage is where all the action takes place. The ballroom is pulsating with people, all of the men. Where are all the women, you wonder? $25, that's a cup of chud, you ain't getting in for less. Alright, well, I have all this fake money here, so here you go. Hello, mister, you say to the bouncer. I'd like to purchase one of your better seats. Here's my $25. Thanks for none, you get the best seat in the house, which is also the only seat left in the house. Isn't that seat there? Here, maybe I walk down. Oh, okay. The public address system booms through the hall. Come on, guys, let's give a great big welcome to the latest contestant at Big Tramp This Wet T-Shirt Contest, Mrs. Jennifer Jiggle. Oh, great. Oh, can I guess I can't? Oh, that's all it is. Okay. No messages there. That's all you pay $25 for? Jeez. And that completes today's matinee, guys. Come back later today for the wonderful Tramp This Mud Night Madness mud wrestling contest. Alright, and if you recall, on this, wait, which one is it? Not that one. This one? Lana Luscious. Professional mud wrestler. So, that is our goal, is to get into this. And do what we need to do there. Alright. And I believe... Doesn't it give you the hint here that she... No. Well, I'll show you. You have to go out on the boardwalk where you meet her, and she invites you to come to her mud wrestling thing. Let's go ahead and save the game. So now here we are on the boardwalk. And there's all these different, like, random businesses and things. They're all just, there's nothing to them. They're just, it will randomly populate the screen with buildings. But I have to continue down the boardwalk until I... Oh, what's this? What talent? You can eat and skate at the same time. Look at that. I gotta get me a pair of roller skates, is what I gotta do. And look at that. Look, it's the skate shop of the supermarket famous Ivana Tramp. And she's open. Alright. Hiya, cutie, says the older woman behind the counter. Welcome to Skates, etc. I'm your hostess for your visit, Ivana Tramp. Hello, you say. I'd like to rent some skates. Good idea, you've come to the right place. My rental fee is quite reasonable, but there's no use quibbling over such details now. When you return the skates, we'll settle up based upon the number of minutes you actually skate. But first, y'all need a small deposit for such valuable equipment, she says, sizing you up. Let's say $250, okay? I don't have any money, you say. Well, I suppose I'll accept some more of those damn silver dollars from the casino. Here you are, you say. Here's 250 of those heavy silver dollars. Thank you, sir, she replies, accepting your money. And remember, keep your skates as long as you wish. Enjoy them as you would any other fine mechanical object. Just don't wear them off the boardwalk for any reason. And did I actually get the skates? Why, yes, I did. Okay, cool. So now we go and sit down here, and we put the skates on. And now we just skate around until Lana Luscious shows up. The subsequent Larry games, yeah, Rodbot, they all do take after this one in terms of look, for sure. Oh, look, there's Lana Luscious. She looks just like that photo. Alright, let's talk to her. Oh, Lana, you say in your friendliest Lana voice. Lana Luscious? Yes, she replies hesitantly. Who are you? My name's Larry. Larry Laffer, you purr. I've come a long way to meet you. And meet me you have, Larry, says Lana. What do you say we sit down on that bench over there? These skates are killing me. It would be my pleasure. You're sitting on the boardwalk staring directly into the eyes of a gorgeous, oversexed blonde. If only you could think of something to say. Skate here often, you ask? Only when I'm trying to find a man, she says with a smile. So does that happen often, you ask? Only when I'm here skating, she says with a smile. I must tell you how much I love your skating technique, you tell Lana. If you like that, you should drop by the Tramp Fist Mud Wrestling Show. I go on in just a few minutes, she says with a wink. Where's the mud wrestling held, you ask? Why, it's in the Tramp Ballroom. The entrance is at the rear of the casino, she says. And if you bring a few $100s with you, I'll make sure it's an experience you'll never forget. You don't understand why Lana was one of the top 3 finalists back at Porn Prog 4. I'll be there, Lana, you exclaim. See you there. Okay, Larry, I'll look forward to it, she concludes, standing up. Gotta go get out of my makeup. Didn't she mean into? Well. Take the skates off. Yeah, I like how they're just like, oh, you can just tell. You just like, look at this oversexed woman just looking at her. Look at all the sex she had. It's just written all over her. Like, alright. These games are kind of dumb sometimes. Hi, cutie, says the older woman behind the counter. Welcome to Skates, etc. I'm your hostess for your visit of Vanna Tramp. Alright, you take your skates back, stupid. Here's my skates, ma'am, you say, handing them across the counter. May I have my deposit back now? Well, I don't know, she hesitates. First, let me inspect him for damages. And she diligently inspects every inch of your skates. Hey, look here, you scuffed this wheel, she shrieked. I'm gonna have to dock your refund $172. Okay, well, I still have way more than I need. Alright. Well, now we'll just walk on back over here to the casino. But yeah, all the Larry games follow this sort of look. The 2 after this, Larry 6 and 7, are better games overall. Larry 6 is much better than this. It's got some problems we'll get to, but you know, it's this is the worst of them, of the ones that Sierra made. Let's see, what does this guy say? If you want to participate, it'll cost you 5 big ones. Yeah, I mentioned it's worth it too. Yeah, I wanna participate. Let me at him. Hello, mister, you say to the bouncer. I'd like to participate in this evening's next event. Here's my 500. Thanks, sucker, sir. Now, if you'll kindly sit down, the show will begin. Alright. Got my Michelle Milken tape, got my race video tape, and I have, the other tape in my camcorder, and slipping your green felt tip between the 0.5mm lead mechanical pencil and the blue ink rolling ball pin. You switch the camcorder on. Alright. Save the game here. Come on, Larry, let's see what you've got. So here we play like a dumb mini game. Gosh, Larry, are you sure you want to go through with this? Why, your leader suit might even get muddy. So you've got to, like, it'll show like body parts here, and you got to grab them. She must be waiting for you to take the offensive. You decide to grab whatever parts of her body you can.
Ow! Ow! Oh! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh! Ooh!
As you become more and more aggressive, Lana becomes more and more passionate, until the two of you, oblivious to the hundreds of men staring at you, roll off the ring onto the floor and begin shedding clothes. Alright. How embarrassing. Oh, Lana, I just don't understand. I suppose it's because Bucephalus has never performed in front of 900 people before. Now you're sorry you even started that camcorder. What will the boys back in Hollywood think of your less than stellar performance? You slink out of the ballroom to the hisses and boos of hundreds of men, each of which is thinking, thank God that wasn't me. Okay, well. Now we will turn the camcorder off. Great. Before installing the videotape, we first remove the tape in the camcorder. And now we have Michelle Melkin and Lana Luscious. You had no idea mud wrestling could be so spiritually rewarding. Also physically rewarding, spiritually rewarding. Haha, okay. We talk to this guy. And may I summon a limousine for you, sir? Yes, please, but could you make it back in? No problem, says Brewster. Just watch this. Oh, the tactical parking's totally out of character for you, your cheap self. You decide to give the doorman a generous tip. Here you are, my good fellow, you quip. Take these 543 silver dollars. I'll have no use for them where I'm going. Wow, come back again, sir, and soon. You could just cash them in and get money. I don't know. Or does he not have money? Is this how he went bankrupt 4 times? Off casinos? Jesus. Alright. Geez, you think. No matter where I go, no matter which limousine rental company I use, no matter which driver I get, all these limos look alike. You engage in a short... Oh, whoops. I actually clicked on it. Short but personally meaningful conversation with the television set. Alright. Airport, eh? Says Bobby. It's a great place if you like flying. Meanwhile, a conservative political action committee is pleased to receive a sizable contribution. Well, thank you, gentlemen. I promise you your considerable contribution will not be wasted. I dare say this one donation will enable us to now succeed where we've been unable to before. You just don't know how grateful we are. Ah, you're welcome. But just remember, our benefactor insists that his contribution remain completely anonymous. And no strings attached, do with it what you will, but he expects to see positive benefits immediately. Is that acceptable to you? Oh, why sure. In fact, I know just where this money would do the most good. Tell your boss he's made the right decision going with us. Kane will not let him down. Now, let's just say he fully intends to see that you live up to your end of the bargain, if you get my drift. So, this shady organization is donating money to this group. This lobbying group to get their message out. Where have we seen that? And yeah, Luigi over there, he has fallen on hard times, right? He just couldn't... you know, after Mario died, he just... You know, everything just went bad. Okay, let's save the game, just in case something screws up with the copy protection. Alright, Miami, 2:40 p.m. Why, yes. Alright. Gonna do... that one... And then... What? Awesome. Alright. And now we have Miami boarding pass. Great. Actually, we'll go over here. Why don't I go ahead and do this. Charge that up. And have it ready for my last tape. Oops. Oh my god. So pixel perfect and where you have to put it so it'll recognize what you're trying to do. Jeez.
The white zone is for alert passengers only.
Almost there. Almost there. There we go. Alright. Now, head out here. And board the plane. Oh. And there's one more sequence with Patti, one more sequence with Larry, and then the end of the game. Yeah, this game is very linear and very... There's not much to the puzzle solutions, as you've seen. It's just not a very interesting game in terms of its structure or any of its mechanics, any of its puzzles. Not a great design. They just exit. Just like jump out of the window. Well, time for another dream. What's going on this time? No. In your dream, you're watching Patti perform a rock concert before the reflecting pool of the Taj Mahal. What a great musician. What a romantic setting. What a gorgeous babe. But where is she really? Oh, what have we here? Oh, I guess I better save, yes. You are outside the studios of K-Rap Radio. It appears to be an amazingly small building for a station of such importance. Alright, well, let's see. Although you can't see it, the K-Rap building is quite impressive when viewed from the opposite side. From the tiny top floor you just entered, it stretches hundreds of feet down the hillside in a series of cascading terraces, gardens, and patios. Korean rap radio station. No, they wouldn't have been that clever back then. Obviously, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Yeah, I have tentacles. That's my wife. That's April spying on me. Hi, honey. Alright. No, you're not spying on me. I'm just kidding. Alright, so now we look at the data man here. Access code 45954. Oh, April's here watching my stream because she misses me. Well, I love you too. Okay, so what am I doing here? There's a panel here. I gotta enter an access code, which I just got from my data man. We get in here. Here the door's locked. Click! That feels exactly. Oh, whoops. Misclicked the lamp. Okay. Hear footsteps. Hurry, Patti. It's the receptionist returning from her break. Okay, well. Whew, you made it. Okay. Now there's a bunch of stuff in here. I happen to know everything I need to do. We're gonna look at this plant. You see a glint of metal coming from the humus in the pot at the base of the tree. Excuse me. Bending over at the base of the tree, you dig into the humus and find the metallic object that you saw earlier. It looks like a desk key. There's also this letter opener here. Never knowing when you might get some mail, you decide to take Crapper's letter opener from his desk. And by the way, John Crapper's office is beautifully decorated in the latest high-tech look. Numerous halogen narrow beam spotlights bathe the otherwise dark room with small, brilliantly white pools of light. So, that's the K-Rap. This is the dude in charge of it. So I'm in his office stealing all of his stuff. And let's see. Let's open this desk. See what's in here. Trying the key you found buried in the tree spot, you insert it into the desk and turn it carefully. It opens. Peering through John Crapper's personal, formerly locked file drawer, you notice a number written on a small blue stickum. Why in the world would he want to remember 60296? Alright, 60296. I'm going to write that down here in my stream. So I remember. Alright. Let's pick up this folder here. Before closing the desk drawer, you find some folders marked personal. Examine the papers inside the folder carefully. You find one with some references to gangster activities. It is signed only with a scrawled name you make out to be Julius. These papers provide proof positive of Mob PLA K-Rap radio. But how will you get them out of here without Crapper finding out? Well, that's quite a story. We're going to take the folder. We're going to use it on the photocopier. You place John Crapper's personal papers in his copier and press the start button. Hey, what's the matter with this thing, you think? Why did it stop working? What did I do? Jam it? Oh, well, at least I got the most important evidence copy before it jammed. You think grabbing your copies from the machine? What does this switch here do, you wonder? Pulling on something that doesn't belong to you? An experience not wholly unfamiliar to you? Oh, great, you think? Now, look at me. I'm covered with toner from head to toe. Yeah, okay. Whoops. I want to put that back in the desk. You return the folder of evidence to Crapper's desk and close and lock his desk drawer, being careful to leave everything exactly as you found it. Except the copying machine, which you just exploded. You carefully return the letter opener to the exact same location on Crapper's desk and make sure the drawer is securely locked. He'll never even know you touched it. And we take the key and we put it back in the plant. Carefully return the key to its hiding place in the humus. Okay. Now let's go in here. Ah, good, a shower. Just what we need. Clean all of this off. Now that's a good idea, Patti. Use Crapper's shower to wash that toner from your hand and face. Yeah, we wouldn't want anything to get awkward with this, so we'll use the shower. As you turn what appears to be a gold-plated faucet, you feel the shower begin to move. And you're also now naked, because she just took off her clothes. Where will you end up on this naked adventure? And without your inventory, too. Great. Your elevator descends through the K-Rap atrium past floor after floor of offices. At least there are no workers here to see you. This is just like a recurring nightmare of yours. Oh. Hilarious. What a great joke. Oh. let's get these clothes. Checking as much of the downstairs as you can see, you make sure that no one is coming. Cautiously leaning out of the shower vader, you grab the set of clothes conveniently hanging on the nearby clothes rack. Wow, look at you. It's the all-new, all what's happening rapping Patti P. With that outfit and your impromptu coffee makeup job, you're all set to blend right in down here. Yup, they made a blackface joke. That's Patti. In blackface. Blending in with all the rappers. Yep, that's just great. That humor's great and has aged well, hasn't it? Inside Studio A, the members of 2 Live 2 Screw are carrying on a lively discussion. If only you could hear their conversation. Wow. Yes, super racist. Yes, indeed it is. Alright, now I want to take my super racist-ass passionate Patti, and I want to open this door over here. The door is locked. Yes, that's why I'm using the keypad. What was that? 60296. Alright. You hear the door's lock click. You really... Oh, whoops. Alright. Now we're gonna go in there. And now we go over here to the shelf. And you grab a blank reel of tape from the shelf. And then we want to take the blank reel and put it over here. You place your tape on the recorder, carefully threading it around the tension arms over the heads and past the capstan, finishing by threading the leader onto the take-up reel with a professional flourish. Oh, great. Okay. I don't know what any of that is. Well, let's see. You carefully aim the mic. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, the console contains many knobs, sliders, meters, and buttons. Which one will you choose? No, I just want to use the control panel. Thank you. You bring up the volume control label control room C. You hear nothing but hiss. You bring up the potentiometer labeled Studio C. You hear nothing but hiss and a little air conditioner bleed through. You pull up the slider label control room B and hear what sounds like a female breathing. Wait, that's you. You're in control room B. You raise the volume on Studio B. You hear nothing. You carefully open the slider on control room A as if PC Hammer could hear you doing so. He's recording his live drive time show for tomorrow morning. Who cares? You fade up the volume on Studio A and listen to that. Why, that's 2 Live 2 Screw, Patti. You did it. Now you can overhear their conversation. How can you get some hard evidence to take back to Inspector Devon to prove you really are hearing this? Here, let's save the game, because I don't know if you can screw this up or what. You turn on the reel-to-reel tape recorder. Okay. As you record 2 Live 2 Screw, you giggle with delight as they thoroughly incriminate themselves. What's that? What's PC Hammer doing? He looks like he's seen your recording sign, and he doesn't look too happy about it. Oh, where did Hammer go? Oh no, PC Hammer has noticed the recording sign over the window on Control Room B, realized you are not an engineer, and is heading for your room. Okay. Blocking the only way out of the control room with that heavy microphone stand, he heads for the elevator. You're in trouble now, Patti. Wait, what's that? By carefully staring across the lobby through the control room window, you notice PC Hammer Punching an access code into the keypad of the shower elevator. From the angle of his finger and the movement of his hand, you learn the secret access code. Knowing that code, you could escape this area and return upstairs. Now, if you could only find a way out of this room. You turn off the recorder. Let's see. Let me save the game again. Okay, now you rewind the tapes. Okay, great. I was confused about that part. The tape is now fully rewound. And now we take the reel. You move the reel-to-reel tape. You crank up the volume on your room's monitor speakers to an ear-piercing level. You carefully aim the microphone so it's pointing just below your mouth. And taking your biggest possible diaphragmatic breath, you lean back and belt out your most powerful high C directly onto the microphone through the powerful amplifiers and out through the control room monitor speakers. Perfect. Is it Patti or is it Memorex? I don't know. I think it's racism. Punching in the access code you learned by watching PC Hammer, you are able to ride the showervator back to John Crapper's bathroom. Luckily, no one noticed your clothes lying on the floor there. Putting on your dress and gathering your possessions, you sneak back to your receptionist's lobby door and wait for her to take a break before making for the safety of your patiently waiting limo. Home, Bobby. You signal to your driver, and he nods in ready agreement. And that is that. As you drift off to sleep, you begin to dream. Oh, you shout in your dream. I just love it when you do that. I just hope my 3 nephews don't come in about now, he replies. So, this is supposed to be Scrooge's money bin. Alright, now she's dreaming about lying naked in Scrooge McDuck's money bin. Great. Meanwhile, in a plane far, far away. During our absence, your dream of passionate Patti's Taj Mahal concert has progressed. Late at night, the gig over, the amps and drums packed in the road case. It is now time for just the two of you, relaxing together on a couple of overstuffed cushions, emotionally drained, to calm herself and prepare for you for the evening ahead. Patti plays a little selection on her oboe. You soon realize the snake is not the only thing Patti has charmed. A voice crackles through the intercom speaker above your head. Please tighten your seatbelts and return your seatbelts. If really have Brian in lock position, we'll be landing momentarily. You hope none of the other passengers notices that your tray table is already up. Get it? Alright, welcome to Miami. This airport looks just like the one in New York. It'd be funnier if it said it just looks just like the one in Atlantic City, wouldn't it? Alright, what are their names this time? It's Dixie, and I bet it's the redhead is Trixie. We'll find out in a minute. Oh, you feel around the cigarette vending machine's chain slot and find a pair of quarters. Oh, it's Trixie. Look, there we go. See, I was right. Let's see. Oh, misplaced something, lose something important, can't find that important documentation. Let us help. We're just green cards, and we're here to help any alien who has lost their card. Just call me, Carlos, at 554-1272. You'll get your replacement immediately. And remember, we deliver. Okay. Welcome to Miami. Rent a limo for your stay. North Beach Limousine Rentals. Cheap. No client tool. 554-8544. Whoops. Go ahead and save the game. Alright, phone's broken. Phone's broken. Aha! And now I want to call... Yeah, thank you for using U.S. Sprint once again. Just green cars. Si habla español. Have you lost your card? Hello, I'm looking for a limousine to take me from the airport into town, I guess. Okay, airport, okay. We deliver your card on the trash can outside the airport. Just leave 10,000 pesos outside the airport on the trash can, no problem. And he hangs up the phone. Okay. Alright, and now we will call the limo. 554-8544. And good afternoon and welcome to lovely Miami. A pleasant voice answers the telephone. How may North Beach Limousine Service assist you today? Hello, my name is Larry Laffer. I am at the Aerodork terminal at the airport. Very well, sir. And how will you be paying today? How would you take an Aerodork gold card, you say? Ah, but of course, sir, your limousine will be outside in a few seconds. He concludes, and thank you for thinking of us. And he hangs up the phone. Alright. And what is this? You take the envelope, open it, and find your non-personalized, 100% legal surrogate green card inside. You conveniently forget to leave any money. You feel guilty, but only for a few moments. So now we have a, green card. Official U.S. government alien resident permit. Okay. Now we want to go to Doc Pulliam's. Dr. Pulliam's, huh? It's a great place if you like pain. Don't even get me started. Freaking dentist. Man, this is a long one. It's been almost 3 hours here. Jeez. Sir, we've arrived at your destination, says your driver. I hope your journey was a pleasant one. And we'll go ahead and save. Close gymnastics studios on the ground floor, while the dentist's office occupies the second floor. And I happen to know I need to pick that up before I talk to her. You take the lace doily from the waiting room table, but you really don't know why. Whoops. Anyway. Alright, let's see. You wrap your knuckles gently on the textured sliding glass window. Oh, she growls. And just what do you think we're doing here, eh, little man? Hello, you say in your most pleasant tone. My name is Larry Laffer. I wonder if I might get an appointment with one of your dental hygienists. Oh no, she says, closing the window. Wait, you cry, but it's too late. You wrap your knuckles gently on the textured sliding glass window. Yeah, what is it? Hello, you say to your receptionist. I'd like an appointment to see one of your dental hygienists. I think I'm due for a little oral cavity work, if you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe. Well, let's do your paperwork. As she grabs a large piece of paper covered with tiny type. Okay, sweetie, let's figure out the little admission form together now, shall we? Do you have dental insurance? Yes. Do you have lots of dental insurance? Yes. Are your teeth overly sensitive? No. Or are you allergic to pain? Whoops, well gosh, I'm sorry, but I just realized we'll be unable to accept you as a client. I just remembered we have no more openings this century. Wait, I answered the question wrong, sorry. Alright, let's see. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay, you have dental insurance, yes. Lots of dental insurance, yes. Are you totally sensitive? No. Are you allergic to pain? No. Oh, do you enjoy pain? Yes. Oh, do you enjoy sharing your pain with others? Yes. Oh, do you enjoy mechanical objects in your mouth? Yes. Oh, do you enjoy other people's hands in your mouth? Yes. Oh, do you enjoy rubber in your mouth? Yes. Oh, do you swallow? No. Ah! This answer key is wrong. Is this a dentist's office or a dungeon? Yeah, that is the joke. Alright. God. Alright. Yes. Yes. No. No. Yes. 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 Oh, you ever even heard of AIDS? No. Do you know anyone who's ever hired a lawyer? No. Oh, you know the definition of malpractice? No. Alright. Since this is not an emergency, I'll go ahead and set you up with an appointment for, let's see, about 9 months from today. 10 o'clock is good for me. Alright, well, that's not gonna work. Well, let's see. What can we do? Well, we do have the phone number right here. We have this doily. Feeling rather silly, you wrap the doily around your head in a classic Three Stooges toothache style. Right in front of her. Alright, now we're going to use the phone. Good idea? No, okay, yeah, the chair looks just right. Alright, let's see. Good afternoon, Dr. Pulliam's office. Hello, this is Dr. Payne. I'm going to have to send over one of my emergency patients over for Doc Pulliam. Something's come up and I won't be able to see him this afternoon. Could you please see him right away? Thanks ever so much. Gotta go, it's tea time. Alright. You wrap your knuckles gently on the textured sliding glass window. Yeah, what is it? Will you pretend to be unable to speak? Oh, you poor dear. You look just like you're in terrible pain. Why, just go right on in. One of our technicians attend you right away. Alright. You think to yourself, where else do you pay someone lots of money to insert metal objects into your mouth in order to inflict lots of pain? This is true. That's accurate. You hear someone coming. Well, Mr. Laffer, shall we get started? Oh, I don't know, you protest. I hate dental work so much, I think I'd rather have a baby. Oh, well, make up your mind, says Chi-Chi. I've got to adjust the chair. Wow, you can now readily understand how she got that name. Take a look at those Chi-Chis. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. Alright, switch on the recorder again. Alright. And now, talk to her. Oh, Chi-Chi, you say. Has anyone ever told you you're beautiful? Yes. You're going to have to do better than that line, Larry. Does the name Bucky Beaver mean anything to you? You ask Chi-Chi. Well, I suppose I've heard worse, she responds. Well, I do hope illegal actions don't bother you, Larry, says Chi-Chi. Well, I don't know, you respond. Oh, nothing much, I suppose. I really meant to jump on that amnesty deal a few years ago, but I just forgot, I guess. Amnesty? Chi-Chi, you interject. Are you an undocumented worker? I guess I am, she replies, although I'll do anything for the man who could help me become a citizen. Say, she pauses and looks deeply into your eyes, you wouldn't have any ideas about this, would you? No, I can't think of anything right now, you say with a grin, but if something pops up, I feel certain I'll think of you. Look at this. As much as you try to prevent it, your eyes are attracted to that vicinity for button. Is that thread straining? You can actually, well, what do you think you're doing? You can, if you click on that enough times, it will actually open her shirt and expose her. I'm not going to do that on this stream, but that is the first bit of, like, real non-pixelated nudity in these games. What we are going to do is give her this. You know, Chi-Chi, I bet a girl like you could use something like this, you say, offering her the green card you found at the airport. Could I? Says Chi-Chi. Oh, Larry, you've made me the happiest woman in Miami. Now I'll be able to move to Central California. Oh, she's super excited. Oh, okay. Well, skip that. Alright, Larry, sounds like you're going to get a home-cooked meal for a change. A few minutes later, downstairs in the gymnastics studio. Oh. Chi-Chi, you cry. What are you doing? Come on, my little Tito Puente, she cries. I'm ready and waiting. Whoa. Oh, Larry, cries Chi-Chi. I bet you've never done it this way. I don't think anybody's ever done it this way. Larry, watch out for my trampoline. Hilarious. Now it's your turn, Larry, says Chi-Chi with blood rushing to her brain. Come and get it, big fella. Very coordinated, super talented guy here. Alright. Whoops. Thanks for the follow, H-Bomb and friends. What a humiliating experience this has been. Finally, your lack of athletic ability has emerged to haunt you. Well, at least you recorded Chi-Chi on your videotape. The boys in the office will be proud of you. But so much for those fantasies you've had about you and gymnasts. Alright. Now I need to go back in here. I don't know why. Well, I guess I just left the gymnastics center, but I need to go back in here to use the phone. And then call limo. Alright. Hello, North Beach Limousine Service. This is Mr. Laffer, you say. Would you please send my limousine over to Doc Pulliams right away? Well, yes, sir, Mr. Laffer. In fact, one of our drivers is in that vicinity right now. Just look outside. I bet you'll see her. I like the self-awareness of some of this stuff. Alright. Now we hop in the limo. Oh, actually, here, let's see. Turn that off. And, yeah, now we have all 3 tapes. And we are headed to the airport. Jeez, you think? No matter where I go, no matter which limousine rental company I use, no matter which driver I get, all these limos look alike. No matter where you go, you just say the same thing and have the same observations. Airport, says Bobby. It's a great place if you like flying. Do we get another interstitial here? Oh, yep. Meanwhile, a conservative political action committee peddles a little more than just influence. As you know, interested in traditional American values, my campaign promise is good and virtue, blah, 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 blah. And furthermore, if elected, I will pornography, blatant exploitation, minors, hopes and prayers, and not the right time to have the conversation about gun control. At a conclusion, I will not put any of these bills to the floor. Yeah, okay, Senator, we got it. Here's the deal. There's plenty more where this came from. As long as we see some progress on that bill to tighten regulation of the airwaves, we want that smut off the air, and we're willing to back up our beliefs in the traditional American way, so do you want it or don't you? I'll give you that suitcase, but I got legislation to write, he grins. So if my legislation gets to the floor, because I don't let anything else get there, I will just kill all of it if it's not something I made. Sir, you've arrived at your destination, says your driver. I hope your journey was a pleasant one. It's funny that like all these nefarious things that happen, it's just like, oh, that's just like normal now. Oh, these guys are paying off these dodgy politicians to do things for them. Oh, it's just normal. Just how it goes. All right, Los Angeles, 1:40 p.m. Let's see here. Alright, let's see. And that is correct boarding pass. Alright. And great. Get on board this here plane. And here we go. How many points do I have here? I know that I get about 200 at the end. Doing pretty well. Almost there. Do. Ah, now boarding. Alright. Get back here. Back home. If this is the East Coast, finish your airplane. Heads back to Los Angeles. Alrighty. Well, everything's great. We're all okay here. Nothing could go wrong. Oh, what's our little dream now? What are we thinking about? Oh. It's not hard to see, Patty. The problem with two little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy, mixed-up world. Larry, in all the scenes, and all the games, and all the world, you had to walk into mine. Oh, it's Ingrid Patty. Okay, remember, Larry, we'll always have none tonight. Leader suit bogey. Here's looking at you, kid. Well, Patty, I'm glad to see you made it back safely. I told you there was nothing to worry about. You were right, Inspector Desmond, but for a while there I was really stumped and also really kind of racist. Ah, you did fine. Now let's go over what you discovered through your investigations. Let's begin with Baltimore, Death River Records. What happened? It was easy. I got past that guard in the shill building lobby just by finding Reverse Bias's office in the building directory.
Good work, Patti. But what happened after you were upstairs? Did you learn anything about Des Rever or Baez? Well, upstairs in Des Rever's outer office, I found a gold record which I think might contain some valuable evidence. Here, take it. I discovered the gold record could actually be played on a stereo system there. It sounded fine. But when I played the gold record in reverse at 33 1/3, I heard a strange message. It should be proof positive of the vicious things they've been doing. Good going, Patti. Did you make the recording session I booked for you? Actually, the studio session went pretty well, boss. After a couple of tries, I really started cooking. You'll love this, boss. I just used an old technique with which I'm quite familiar. I grabbed some champagne from my limo and got reverse drunk. So drunk, in fact, he gave me this cassette tape to impress me. You really have a way with men, Patti. Our agents could have never obtained evidence like you did. So did you discover anything at K-Rap Radio? Well, I sneaked into John Crapper's office just as the receptionist came back from her break. Nice job of sleuthing, Patti. I searched John Crapper's desk and discovered a folder filled with what looked like incriminating evidence to me. I assumed he had missed the folder if I stole it, so I used his photocopier to make copies of it. Here they are. Way to go, Patti. Nice work. And besides that, I overheard what Too Light to Screw thought were private conversations. They didn't realize they were meeting in a room with an open microphone. Although I nearly got trapped by PC Hammer, I recorded Too Light to Screw on a reel-to-reel tape. Great, Patti. You've proven yourself the right woman for the job. Patti, you've done a wonderful job. I'm so proud of you. In anticipation of your success, I made all the necessary arrangements for your White House. Suddenly a westbound flight. Head south. Oh no. Hey, this is no dream. Your airliner is actually falling out of control. As your flight plummets from the sky, your life passes before your eyes. For a while, you consider that redhead you dated during high school, wondering if there could have been some reason she wanted you to come over to her house that afternoon when her parents were out of town. That's news. He had a girlfriend in high school. But then you consider your performance since you were back at Porn Prod Corp. Was there an award back at good old Porn Prod Corp? I wish I had looked around more while I was there. Oh, did I miss something? Boy, I wish I had degossed those videotapes before I left my office. I did do that. I totally degossed the videotapes. What are you talking about? I wish there had been more way I could have seen more of Chi-Chi Lambada. Oh, so this is just going through the things I didn't do. All in all, you wish you had accepted that redhead's offer. Alright. The loudspeaker crackles with a panic-stricken voice. Any passenger with flight experience are to report the cockpit immediately. You think? I used to sell flight simulator software door to door. Maybe I could help. Oh, stewardess, you shout. What's wrong? She replies, oh, not to worry. It's just that the pilot's contract ran out a few moments ago, and being a good union man, he refused to work without a contract. That actually is kind of funny. Oh, sir, can you help us? Oh, I'll do the best I can, you volunteer. Did I mention I used to sell flight simulator software door to door? Oh, that's wonderful, sir. Hurry, follow me up down to the cockpit. Oh, Larry, here's another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. Turn on the radio. It's tuned to a nice, soft, rocky, listening more album station. Okay, whatever possessed you to volunteer to land a major aircraft. This is far different from your futile attempt a few years ago when you tried to sell flight simulator software for a major computer game company. I like how he's just going mad. The wing surface de-icers go to work, quickly removing any trace of ice from the hot summer sun-baked flight surfaces. Change the auxiliary fuel tanks. Change back to the main fuel tanks. Flip the switch that signals the stewardess to bring you fresh cocktail. Grasping anything and everything on the dashboard, you brilliantly and totally accidentally hit something called an autopilot. You basically just click around and then there's no danger here.
The airplane's computer takes over, stopping its spin, leveling out the plane, and preventing certain disaster. This doesn't seem like a great game. NYC Badger, no, it's not. This game is... You did it, Larry. This game is aggressively mediocre at best. There's a slight problem. Now you've got to land this sucker. There's the runway, Larry. Steady now. Bring her in carefully. You're coming in too fast. Yow, you scream. Whew, that was close. You just barely pulled out in time. Oh no, you scream. Larry, you've got to keep it up longer. It's so corny. You circle around 180 degrees to try again. Next time, try it with both hands on your yoke. This is it, you think. I've got to make it this time. You did it, Larry. You saved an entire airliner filled with innocent people. Surely you'll finally gain the respect you deserve. Would the plane eventually crash? No, I think it'll just be like, oh, you found the autopilot, just like it did. You don't actually have to do anything. That's stupid. Were those airport designers? They built a runway 100 feet long and 2 miles wide. Oh, and look at this. Oh, man. Hip, hip! Hooray! What's this? The now all too expected Chartreuse Carpet Lounge is filled with people, all here to celebrate the country's newest hero, Larry Laffer. It's him! It's Larry! It's Larry Laffer! Huzzah! Look at that little kid right there, down there. He just looks so happy. Hip hip! Hooray! That kid's so jazzed. So tell us, Mr. Laffer, asked the reporter, how does it feel to save the lives of hundreds of people? Another reporter chimes in. Where did you learn to fly a commercial airliner? What's the secret of your amazing rescue technique? Asks a third. And will you earn extra frequent flyer credits? Before you can answer any questions, you hear a telephone ring. And that kid is so excited. Look at him. Mr. Laffer, there's a telephone call for you. For me, you wonder? No one knows I'm here. Here, take the phone, said the reporter. It's the President of the United States. Let's see, this would have been 91. Alright. Hello? Hello? Who is this? Asked the voice on the phone. My name's Larry. Larry Laffer, you reply. Well, Mr. Lafner, this is the President of the United States. I just wanted to telephone to express the appreciation of this great nation to you, Larry Lasner, for the heroic deed you just accomplished. And of course, take this opportunity to up my approval rating another few points. You know, it never hurts to be seen worldwide on CNN under these circumstances. Anyway, what I mean is, he says, getting back on track, you probably didn't know, but the Vice President's mommy was on the airplane you just saved. By the way, he's still gaining the approval of the great American people. Yes, gaining it every month, little by little, getting better and better. And in any case, he's so grateful that he wants me to host a big dinner in your honor here at the White House. He would have called you himself, but it's long distance. So, Laffer, you think you could drop by the White House, say Tuesday next week, for one of those typical big National Hero of the Week dinners? You're astonished. But of course, sir, I'll be there. Do I have to bring a date, you wonder? But to the President, you say, I really look forward to meeting you and the First Lady. Sorry, Lasser, he says, I'll be too busy meeting with some important ambassadors or something to attend, but I promise to send the Vice President instead. Also, we probably have a war we're still fighting in Iraq. Nice talking to you, Liquor. He concludes, good job. That plane would not stand for crashing. And goodbye. Bye to you, Mr. Oh, I guess you hung up. No, I didn't hang up. I just said click. Well, Larry, things did work out for you. Who would have thought that you would get a personal invitation from the President of the United States to attend a big state dinner, especially one in your honor? How exciting. That kid is so jazzed. You wonder if they'll have live music. Well, I wonder who would play the live music. And so it ends. The following Tuesday, our heroine patiently awaits her turn to perform at a White House dinner. Well, unbeknown to her, our hero approaches the doorway. Oh look! Oh, they're serving hamburgers. Well, whoops! I missed a dialogue thing. You're seated at the table closest to the door near the piano you're to perform upon after dinner. Inspector Desmond sits across from you, chatting with the woman beside him. Ah, so this is from Patty's perspective. You carry on a meaningless dialogue with the two men beside you. What a shame the president was too busy to be here, though. You feel sure he would have loved to meet you. Look at this, it's Red Skull sitting next to her. A voice rings out from just outside the doorway. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor this evening, fresh from his heroic rescue of an airplane filled with U.S. citizens, including our vice president's mommy, Mr. Larry Laffer. What, you think, Larry? My Larry? Larry, you shout, it's you. Patty, Larry shouts, it's you. Oh, Larry, I've missed you so, you whisper in his ear. What happened to you, Patty? Larry sighs. The last time I remember we were together on a deck overlooking a lake. Where did you go? Hell, where did I go? Oh, you sweet dear, you really don't remember a thing, do you? It's a long story, but perhaps I'll tell you someday. But right now, all that matters is that we're together again. Yes, we're together again for the very last time I'll ever appear in a Leisure Suit Larry game. Say, Patty, Larry says, since I had a little trouble finding a date for tonight, why don't you join me on the days? We can talk about old times. You know, old times. The only other times... This is the last time we're going to have, because there's 2 games where you're not going to be in it. You're just going to vanish forever from Larry continuity after this. Come on, Inspector Desmond, you say. We're going to sit at the head table. Patty? Well, I meant... Hi, Inspector. My name's Larry. Larry Laffer. Charmed, grunts Desmond. Alright, Mr. President, where's my hamburgers? Excuse me, Patty. Would you just go over a little so your guest of honor can sit down too? From nowhere, a Secret Service man appears with a folding chair. You know, Mr. Vice President, Larry says, you've always been a secret hero of mine. In fact, the Vice Presidency is one office to which I've always aspired to. Alright, we got some Dan Quayle jokes coming up here. Oh, Mr. Laffer, responds the Vice President. Has anyone ever mentioned to you that we look alike? Of course, and I am proud. Before you can talk to Larry or Desmond, you realize the large burly gentleman to your left is already speaking to you. And it's fortunate that you're here this evening, as I'm only in town for a short time. Yes, I'm testifying tomorrow on Capitol Hill at the Senate hearings on pornography in the entertainment industry. Of course, that's the big bad from the earlier cutscenes, Julius Big. Oh, did I just spoil it? Oh, really, you say, feigning interest. You heard of me then? He swells up noticeably. Well, yes, my job is simple. Tomorrow I intend to convince Congress to create tough anti-pornography legislation, tough enough to make the airways beaver clean again, just like they were back in the 50s. so we could sell us some porno tapes. The plot of this game. What's the conflict here? You love these dinners and being seated next to people who feel their sole mission is to impress you with themselves. Especially a man whose breath is enough to curdle hairspray. Allow me to introduce myself, he says. I'm Mr. Big, a major West Coast corporate leader. My name's Passionate Patty, you reply. I bet I could guess how you run that name, he grins. Well, I'm not creepy at all. What an obnoxious creep. Oh, now he's humming at you. Some familiar song. A love song? Who does he think he's impressing? What is that song, you think? It sounds so familiar. Realizing you are still unimpressed, Big digs in deeper. You know, Patty, might call you Patty, I find you a very sexy woman. In fact, I've been looking for just such a woman for a new position I recently created. Let me just make a quick joke about positions. Between phrases, he continues to hum that melody. Patty, you seem like a woman interested in quick success. Why don't you be the host of my new TV show? For months I've had a minion job hunting for the sexiest woman in America, but tonight I've discovered her myself. Just say the word, babe, and the gig's yours. It's called America's frickin' sexiest broads. Yeah. At the mention of sexiest women in America, Larry's head jerks toward Big, his attention riveted on your conversation. Really, Mr. Big, your offer is not interest... Big interrupts you. Oh, Patty, stop being so formal. Please call me Julius. Oh, there we go. That's when he tells you. That's one and the same with the evil Julius. Julius, you think, your mind racing. Orange Julius. Patty, something's wrong, says Larry. He's offering you the job as host of America's Sexiest Home Videos, but he has nothing to do with that show. I should know, I do. I was sent by the producer to find... Say, wait a minute. Could he be the money behind the show? Dun dun dun. Why can't I click past these? Julius, you cry, suddenly putting everything together. Desmond, arrest this man. What? Shouts Big. You scoundrel, you've been humming the love theme that I wrote for the soundtrack of Larry 4. That song was never published and the recording was never released. There's no way you could know it unless you played Larry 4. Of course, I see it all now. Big, you're the man who hired me to create the music, then erased the floppies to keep from paying me. You're the reason my poor Larry has amnesia. You're the man behind K-Rap and Test Forever Records. Julius Big, you're the man I've been following this entire game. This is the dumbest plot. This is the dumbest plot I have ever seen for a video game. You're so smart, screamed Big. Let's see you douche your way out of this. And leaping to his feet, he pulls a revolver and aims it directly at you. The dude is in the White House, next to the vice president. Everybody stay away, Larry Kurt. I'll save you, sir. Yeah, the dude is in the White House, standing next to the vice president with a revolver. It's stupid. Everything about this is stupid. It's a good thing I wore that FBI bra, you think, touching your elbows behind your back to also activate that gun that you brought into the White House? Congratulations, Patty, says Desmond. You saved the Vice President's life. We'll hold this guy down to headquarters right now. What do you mean, I just shot, he's dead.
I just shot him. He whispers under his breath, "There goes our weekend together, Patti. I'll be stuck at the office filing paperwork on this lowlife for days." Well, it doesn't matter now. I have my Larry back. "I'm sorry I shoved your face in that custard pie, Mr. Vice President," Larry says. You turn to Larry and say, "So, looks like I'm free for the weekend. How about you?" Assuming you're talking to him, the Vice President whispers carefully so as not to let his wife overhear. Well, yes, perhaps I could set up a little excursion to Camp David." Larry presumes the Vice President is being magnanimous. "Gee, thanks," he says in a loud voice. "I hope you and the Miz get a chance to come along, too." Later. Whew. "Larry, what's that bulge in your leisure suit?" "Oh, Patti, I know you're just what you mean. Why, those are just some miniature videotapes I recorded while on the road." "Hey, fun. That'll give us something to watch at Camp David." I just love home movies," chimes in the Vice President. Patti, sir, I don't think... never mind. Grab your glasses, everyone. Patti, I propose a toast to us, and to our wonderful future together. Haha, that's funny, because she never shows up again, or is ever mentioned, ever in the series anywhere. "Yeah, excellent, Larry, yes, to a great weekend." So all's well that ends well. Well. It seems all your work videotaping those girls was for naught. Silas Screw'em, producer of America's Sexiest Home Videos, decided to simplify the audition process by magnanimously awarding the show's hostess gig to his current girlfriend. America's Sexiest Home Videos went on to become the mega hit of the season, proving clearly that P.T. Barnum was right. Congress never did get around to doing anything to clean up the airwaves, and yes, that is a lot of usage of the word magnanimous in such a short period, you're right. It seems every bill ever submitted somehow turned up mysteriously stuck in committee while they examined the evidence. All those bills just never got brought to a vote. I wonder why, who would stonewall everything. After a lengthy trial that increased tabloid sales nationwide, Julius Big was found innocent of all charges related to his incident at the White House dinner. In what was quickly dubbed the custard pie defense, he pleaded temporary insanity due to the high sugar content of those White House desserts and got off with a mild reprimand from the judge and 6 months of mandatory Jenny Craig meetings. What an odd... This is just a weird ending. Russ Baez soon found himself out of a job when Des Rever Records went bankrupt. Executives realized there's no longer any reason to add subliminal messages to recordings since kids can't figure out how to play their CDs backwards. Would we have had a lot of CDs back in '91? K-Rap became a national sensation when they expanded by buying a small television station outside of Atlanta and a 24-hour satellite channel. He promoted PC Hammer to his new position as the nation's first nude VJ. Their new slogan, KTV, more rap, less rap. The mob's pornography business continued its steady decline. But they'll find newer, more profitable investments somewhere. Possibly this thing called the internet. Piano bars continue to change into karaoke bars, and the entertainment industry remains exactly as honest as it always has been. Yeah, it turns out that it's just an origin story for Brazzers.com.
The end. But all is not lost. Leisure Suit Larry and Passionate Patty are together again. At least for the weekend. And then she's never mentioned again. And that's the end of the game. That's just the end. That was the game and the weird, ridiculous plot, and that is how it ends. This is the stupidest plot I've ever seen in a Sierra game so far. And there was an awful lot of cutscene and talking and dialogue, and that was almost as crazy as Dagger of Amon-Ra will be, which you have no idea. You haven't seen that one yet. That one's gonna take a while. And now would be an excellent time for you to save your game. We have a little surprise in store for you. What? You did it. You finished the entire game. Congratulations to you from all of us, the creators of Leisure Suit Larry 5. Passionate Patty Does a Little Undercover Work. We have a little reward for you since... Oh, right. Since your computer has a DAC, a digital audio controller, right? Here's a sample player so you can easily hear all the sounds from this game. We hope you enjoy hearing them again. Oh, look. I want to make sure I'm actually I'm remembering that right. Where is it? Digital to analog converter. I don't think that's what that is referring to. Anyway. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
The white zone is for alert passengers only.
Coffee! 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 Coffee!
Yeah, so there we go.
Better babe through technology.
That is Aldo's slogan right there, alright. Whew. Well, that was Leisure Suit Larry 5. Passionate Patty Does a Little Undercover Work. Do I like Leisure Suit Larry Love for Sale? Yes, it is, that is one of the better Leisure Suit Larry games. Whew. That was quite the long game for something that was so devoid of interesting material. So yeah, that's it. That's that game. Hope you enjoyed it, such as it is. That is definitely one of the lower points in Sierra's early point-and-click SCI-1 256 color VGA history. Next week, we're going to get to arguably the very lowest point of that, which is Police Quest 3. That one's a humdinger. But, yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching this and checking it out. I hope you'll be back next week for Police Quest 3. In the meantime, wherever you're watching this, Twitch or YouTube, you can help me out a lot by subscribing to my channels. You know, follow, subscribe, comment, chat, all that stuff. I'm trying to get my YouTube subscriber numbers up. We're in the 800s as of this recording. I can start maybe monetizing stuff at 1,000. So if you're watching this and you have not followed my YouTube channel yet, if you've not subscribed, youtube.com/geekboxing, please do. And also come watch me live at Twitch TV/geekboxing every Saturday at 3:30 Pacific time. Like I said, Police Quest 3. next week. And also, wherever you're watching, there are links to some tip jars down below, to my Stream Elements tip jar, or to my Patreon account. All you need is a PayPal account, and you can kick me a few bucks, help support this stuff if you like what I do here. And yeah, if you miss the streams, Quranic, if you always miss the streams, you should subscribe to YouTube. These videos, I stream them live on Twitch, and then the following Saturday, I put them up on YouTube. So if you're watching this here on Twitch, hey, it'll be up on YouTube next Saturday, right before Police Quest 3. And thank you for the sub, Quranic. I appreciate it. So that is it for this episode. Thank you for watching Sierra Saturdays, and I will see you guys. I'll see you next week. Thanks. Goodbye.